Yes, we know that she cannot be out your sight. And we are live on a Friday night, sips and chat with Relationship Flow. Chilling, chilling, chilling. As you can see, our panel is a little slim right now. But we're gonna still make it do what it do, no matter. We know some people are checking in late with us, so but we always want you to be on time so you can get all of the nuggets that we got to share. So I have a mixture of, I don't know, a concoction I had a couple weeks ago. Hope it don't kill me.
Who made it?
See, here we go. And some water. Why we gotta bring up old stories? I made it this time.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it wasn't prepared for me or anything like that. So, Doc, how you living?
I'm okay. It was a rough week. I
Right.
lost somebody very close to me this week, so it was kind of rough. And I was debating on whether or not to come on tonight, but I know that when you're grieving, some of the best things you could do for yourself is your self-care activities and you know rallying your social network and your friends. So I
Right.
figured I needed this. I
Right,
needed
right,
this
right.
tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, I
So,
wondered and I was like, okay, I'll let her guide herself on how she feels
mhm,
best.
yeah. So
Yeah.
tonight I am rocking with some Hawaiian rum. It's coffee flavored, straight from the
Okay.
island.
Okay,
Yeah, man.
Hawaiian.
And of course my little side of H2O.
Okay. That's what you say it's a side of H2O. We can't see no clearness. We don't know. Okay, so Daryl, what's going on with you? You got a national holiday going on in your household and your family?
All month long. um, but other than that, it's been a good week. Real good week.
Okay, okay. So if you
Hey
checking in with
Tanya.
us, hey Tanya. Tanya, what you sipping on? You gotta share what you sipping on when you say hey. Um, so what is our, I guess, community news? It's a lot of stuff happening in the community in the
Oh
news.
yeah, it's bubbling right
They
now. Things are
opened up
crazy.
the COVID vaccines for everyone.
That's so nice.
Yeah, they did that. Um,
When you say everyone, you mean all age groups?
16 and up, I believe. They opened it up for.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's why they say we can go back into the high schools for 4 weeks left of school.
Okay. Okay.
I won't be there. I will
Mhm.
tag team through Zoom. I mean, although the only teams that I've been around is my girls group that's every other week that has me flying into the green room. Hey Trish, you
Mhm.
got your name
Hey,
worked out. We
Trish.
see your name this time.
Yes.
Um, and they get me out. We've been to Dave and Buster's, we went to Olive Garden. Trying to think where else we went. Oh, we went skating. That was the first one.
Oh, wow. Hey,
Yeah.
Ronnie.
So it's like those are only teenagers I've been around. Other than that,
Mhm.
I've been fashioning Zoom and telehealth.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ronnie, you gotta tell us what you sipping. Trish, what you sipping? Tanya is going some H2O with the eyes. So what else other than everybody could take a vaccine now or 16 and above? What's
Mhm.
another community event that we want to talk about?
I see you're not too fond of the
I'm
the vaccine discussion.
I'm really tapped out.
I
I'm
mean,
tapped
really,
out.
it's either you take it or you don't. I mean, all the other stuff. I mean, people guilting you for taking it. Listen, if you
Right.
don't want to take it, don't
Yeah.
take
It's
it. You
ridiculous.
want to take it,
Yes.
take it.
It's an individual choice.
It is. It is.
And whatever you choose, no one should be coming down on you because of what you choose. I can't believe you got the vaccine. It's untested.
Mhm.
Or why didn't you get the vaccine?
Mhm.
Listen, relax. Take a deep breath.
Or, I mean, you got other health issues that say you can't do it.
Yeah, but I mean that's not what you don't have to explain all that. If you don't
First
take
of
it, you
all,
don't
it's
take it. You know
violating
what I
my
mean?
whole it's violating my whole HIPAA.
Mhm.
Like, even though HIPAA is fake anyway, but you know, I'm supposed to tell people it's real. Yeah. It is what it is. Okay, we got some people going in tonight. Peach Stella Rosa.
Yes.
Got some
Nice.
hard twisted tea. Okay, sip and chat. Y'all ready for some codes to be broken going on up in here? It's like, and we got the people, it's like never a chill moment for melanated communities in regards to gun violence. So it's like, it's just a deep sigh,
Yeah.
like with that, because some things, a gun from a taser. Like, I just would think no matter what your adrenaline level is, the difference between that. And I don't know. It's just so much. Court case. He don't want to testify for his ill doings.
Why would he? What's he gonna say? I didn't do it.
That's what he would say.
That looks silly. That would look silly. So better he doesn't testify unless you get up and say, "I'm guilty." There's nothing he can say. There's nothing for him to say. So,
But we in day 12, right?
Oh no, I turned it off.
Yeah, I actually turned it in one of these days this week when the brother was on the stand, and I was like, "Why did I do this? Why did I do this?"
It's quiet as kept. It's re-traumatizing everybody. They show it every 5 seconds. So it's really like this is what
and piece by piece by piece.
Yeah, this is what happens to you. This is what happens to you. This is what happens to you. That's really what's really going on. The subliminal message is like, this is what happens to you, right? So I had to turn it off because I see myself angry, just being angry and like, why am I so angry? Because you're carrying this stuff around. You don't realize it's affecting you.
Yes.
So, let me let me get up off of this TV a little bit, get myself under control.
And that's a good message for everyone, to really take care of yourself while you're watching all this stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
And to give yourself permission to step back. Like, it's okay to step back. And it's okay to not look at the news every single hour that it comes on, because it's only going to repeat itself in the same cycle. It's like they constantly downloading you to kind of make you numb.
Absolutely. I'm not getting numb. I'm getting more angry. That's the real problem. It's not even numb anymore. It's to the point where you're getting angry, and then you're looking for something. It's like the army dude that was in the black boy face down, the melanated boy down. I don't know where it was at, but he was, while he was walking through the neighborhood, he approached them and all crazy and pushing him and his wife and everything. But then you see people showed up. They showed up out there on his lawn, asking him to come outside. To the point where he had to move. They got him up out of there at night, took him away. But I mean, people are looking for something, and if you give them a reason to cash that check, it'll be on that ass. Because people just need to relax right now. Because people are on edge. People are on edge.
Yeah, I did all my grocery shopping, so if we get on punishment again, I'm good with everything that I might need. Everything.
I think a lot of people are following that mindset. You can't even get an order time on Amazon or Amazon Fresh right now. I'm like, what is happening? What are people expecting?
You know what people are expecting. You know what you experienced last year this time.
I was about to say, especially if this court case don't go the way it should. It's going to be, so it's kind of crazy. When I think about it, it's going to be either the status quo, they're going to show that they can do what they want to do and get away with it, or they're going to indict themselves somewhat, because this is, a public trial, and we see what force is, and they're telling you what it should be, what it shouldn't be. So, this is going to really make them have to follow certain rules, because you always call this case to say, well, this happened in this case, and you can't do that, this, that, or next. So if they get a guilty verdict, that becomes something that we can follow. We can cite that court case. So they want to do that. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, or not.
I'm tired.
Listen, I think it's gonna be interesting because people are gonna either tear up, burn up everything, or even if you, and again, so even if you convicted,
What's your address?
Oh, they like coming out here.
What? Really?
Yeah, okay, that's how you feel. You
Right.
other, you in the other category.
Not out here.
That's messed up.
Messed up. They police differently out here, right? So in certain environments, they police to keep you in. Here, they police to keep them out. So I may not be able to get home. I might say that. I might not be allowed back home. So
you might have to go get the green pass to get back into your community.
Oh, I ain't getting back in. I don't care because my brown pass won't let me in. Like, no, you can't come back. Sorry.
Like in those situations, if they not showing it, like, what do you carry? You carry your passport, your mortgage. What you carry to be like, I own stuff in this area. Like, I'm supposed to be
whatever
here.
You carry, they tearing it up. This fake. You done made this up on the internet, boy.
And the fact that you use the word boy, that's just trigger it all together.
Well, that's what they're going to say. You know, they know the microaggressions. They know what to say and how to talk to us. You know? So, you know, things are crazy right now. Absolutely insane.
And the thing about it is that we historically, when I say we, melanated people historically become so emotionally charged by different things. And whereas that's important, it's also where we get distracted on what we should be doing. Because it's like, in whatever it is that we should be doing to kind of activate change, we get immobilized by the emotions and how, like, where it is we end up changing our focus or expecting to not be validated in some particular way.
Well, it's tough because what should we be doing? That's the question.
Well, I know I got one thing. If you live in Philadelphia, what you should be doing is going to vote on May 18th for Larry Krasner to be re-elected, because if he's not re-elected, like, Philly is about to go to the brinks, because everybody else that's running is about to cancel out everything that he did for any melanated person in the community. That's why I always say the local stuff is what matters.
Yeah,
it does.
So, are we ready to break some codes?
Yes.
Some relationship codes, girls codes, guys codes, and is it a friendship deal breaker? Let's go. What you got? Daryl, I know you came prepared. You probably got a whole scroll.
Well, I got a whole bunch of guy codes, but I don't know these codes. I don't know.
You need some new friends, Daryl. That's what we were saying before you came on. We was like, Daryl needs some new friends.
I just don't follow rules.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
I'm so glad you said that publicly. I'm
a code breaker. I'm a code breaker. I'm breaking the code. I dare to be different. I don't want to follow what other people do. At the point, I'm going less traveled.
Hey, Ruth.
So I was there was one that said you're not supposed to date another friend's girlfriend after they break up, but will be their ex, unless
you took that from the green room last week.
There's an unless.
Well, you took that from the green room last week.
I didn't. I can show you where I read it from. I was reading some code, but they said unless you talk to the person to get permission.
Okay, all right, I can see that.
So if you talk to your man, like, listen, your girl, you know what I mean. I want that, and if they say yes, then you can do it. But other than that, they said you shouldn't date an ex. I don't agree to that. Terrible code.
Why don't you agree with it?
You never know where you find love at.
You know what? People get me with that one.
You never know.
You can't help who you fall in love with. Well, you know what? You can if you don't keep putting yourself in a situation with the person.
Right. Love will find you. You can't stop it. You can keep trying to run, turn your back on it, but love will find you. Hello? Is it me you're looking for?
But you know what? Like you say, love will find you. And the first thing that I think about is the definition of love is so jaded until are they finding love or are they just looking for situationships?
So again, I don't know if there's a committee that determines what love exactly means. I think it's subjective. So what love is to that person or those people, what they consider it to be is what it is. So I don't, so if I meet someone and we click, you might click. You might click better than maybe you were forcing with the other person. And the person clicked with. You know what I mean? Maybe that was the person that was blocking your blessing. So I had to get that blessing blocker out of my way. Now I found you. I just didn't know you were her best friend. Your friend was a blessing blocker.
Right.
Get that blessing blocker out the way. Got to move to the side. I didn't know it was your best friend.
But I mean, aren't there enough people where you don't have to date one of your friends' exes?
You only have one soulmate. You only have one soulmate.
Oh, well,
And how many you got?
You don't want to stance on that trash.
I only got one. You only have one. I mean, but like I said, you don't know who you may ultimately end up with, or who. Like I said, that might be the person. We don't know. And if you click, you click.
So what if your man say, "No, man, I was in love with her, and even though we're not together no more, I still have feelings. I don't want you to mess with her."
Something about me being an alpha male said you can't beat me, so I'm gonna go forth. I was just trying to give you a courtesy by letting you know, but me and her already been together for 3 weeks. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
So you saying the alpha man just controls the whole situation anyway?
Alpha male? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm not really but again, if it was I think it's weird. If it was really my friend, I don't think I would try to mess with her anyway, just because it's my friend, right? I think that's weird being with somebody that you know anyway, that they were intimate with and they share things with. That's weird. And then it gets even more weird to me when you have functions. If you guys are really good friends, you're going to be around each other. Now you have functions. She was at the function with him. Now she has a function with you. That's kind of weird. She's passing around function girl now. She go to.
Yeah, and it's like, when did she get off of that wheel that she's the function girl and she just bouncing from one? I had to filter myself. She bounced from one situation to the next.
This happened to me. It was crazy, but it was with my cousin. We didn't know that, and the girl, none of us knew each other. I just happened to be dating a girl who was actually, we just started kind of kicking it, and then she was kind of kicking it with my cousin too. And he lived in Atlanta. It was crazy. So he came up, and we were going to a wedding or something, and we both asked her to go. She's like, "Oh, well, I have this other function, but if you don't call, I'll go. She had something else to do. If it fell through, she said, I'll go with you, whatever." I'm like, "Cool." So then it just so happened that there was a picture, and he was like, "Yo, that's so-and-so, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yo, me and her." I'm like, "Word?" I was like, "Me and her, word, yo." So we were cool. I was like, "Yo, you know my cousin?" She's like, "Yeah." And then she got funny and disappeared.
So she felt funny about it?
She felt really funny.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because we're like first cousins. So it felt really weird. I'm like, "No, we good. Like, we good. Like, me and my cousin, we cousins. We don't care."
Care to join us both at the function?
Like if you didn't know, you still would be kind of doing it. But now she knows. She was like, she was so glad.
So that makes me think about a situation, and they are in our group too. So I gotta think of how to say this. So I used to host. I used to host dance events, and we would have people
or something, orgies or something like that. Yeah.
What happened?
We just want to know what we're talking about. I was thinking,
gosh, that's a good one. That's a good one. You know what?
Leg in the air,
that's a good one.
We was
there,
and your back getting blown out. Like we don't know what the code for.
That's a good one. That's a good one. And how about, because it fits so well into the story, I'm gonna say, yep, that's the kind of party that I was rolling with. Because the person was coming in from out of town, and was a well-known. Everybody wanted a piece of the pie, and that person not realizing that the two women were in a close circle. But then I'm a person that they both talked to. But when I say the circle was close, while they were in town for these special parties, that since we done renamed it to the special parties, the one was like, oh yeah, for a Friday night, soon as y'all get them from the airport and get them to the hotel, I'm gonna meet up with them, and then we get to the party, I'm gonna still smell like them because of all the stuff that they talking about that we gonna do. And I was like, oh. Then I get another phone call. Well, on Saturday, in between the events and stuff like that, I'm gonna hook up with so-and-so since they in town. And I'm like, okay, let me play poker face. I was like, how am I gonna tell both of them? Because then all three of y'all gonna be in the same car on Sunday when we travel. And that's gonna be awkward.
Messy.
Absolutely.
And I said, okay, now I'm supposed to be confidant to the world. But the world is about to be in my car, and I really don't want to be on the middle of 95 and something break out because y'all kiki kakan with the same individual. And so I was like, okay, I can't go to them. I'm gonna go to him.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because you don't know the zip codes that you dancing in between is kissing cousins. Like, they gonna be dressed alike at this Sunday situation after your Friday date and your Saturday date and whatever else you got going on. Y'all gonna be in the same car. He was like, word. I was like, word. I don't know what code that is, but and I ain't trying to interrupt, but I just want you to know what the landscape of your weekend is like, since I'm your host to take you to these different situations. And so he was like, but they weren't supposed to say nothing. I said, yeah, well, I'm a confidant. Yeah, it was tricky.
I bet. Did they ever find out about each other?
That I know of, no.
Wow. Okay.
And I wasn't getting paid, and I maintained that confidentiality because I was like, I don't want to be driving and all of a sudden my car doors start flying open and wigs start going. But like, that was a code right there, like complicated.
Yeah.
Very complicated.
What code was that?
That so I didn't tell
friend
the two girlfriends,
maybe?
Huh?
No, like a friend code maybe.
Probably like a friend code.
Like a friend code. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Because if
do you think that if one of them knew, they would back up?
No, they wasn't backing up.
They
was ready for the party because this was the number one hitter from the state that they was coming from, and they choreographed some things that make you think like, okay, yeah, I need a piece of that.
So was it a problem? Why didn't they know? Why couldn't they know? If neither one was going to back up, why not know?
It's kind of like the two cousins that Daryl just said y'all didn't know, but when you found out, but they was cool with it. I don't know that these two women would have been cool with it because they thought that they was the only one.
It's easier to feign it, to do stuff based on ignorance. I'd be like, well, I didn't know. It's easier to carry on and act out.
I mean, I was like, do what you want to do because you visiting, but as your hostess, I just want you to know.
I don't want you to get cut in the car.
Right? In my car. Yes.
Right. I mean, because who knows, you might get another application or probably have another application set up on the Sunday joint. Like, let me tell you who's going to be in the car. Let me just tell you who's going to be in the car. Maybe that'll just help you decide how you going to roll.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's tough. Because women pick up on that type of stuff, and they may feel something, and then they'll start to show that they have more of a relationship by maybe how they touch him, and they'll do things to say just to let the other woman know what it is, and then she'll let it, and then before you know it, it's like. And the cops come to your house,
of the two
and
girlfriends,
you gotta go to court and tell them why they fight. Oh, I'm sorry. What happened?
Sorry. And one of the two girlfriends is with it. Like, you know, they always got a weapon in their purse and ready to go, but then they also got a change of underwear in their purse too. So it's like, listen,
you're ready for everything, for war or for whore.
Right. I guess in a sense, like I was like, okay, if it go down one way, I already know who's gonna be the one to go down. Like, jeez,
that's a mess.
That was a mess.
A whole mess.
That was a mess. It was a mess.
Glad you looked him out. That's what I'm talking about.
They don't.
You said you glad I did what?
You looked him out. I'm glad you looked him out.
Listen,
I wouldn't have told him nothing.
Yeah, I wouldn't have told him anything either, and I'd had my phone on record the whole ride.
I wouldn't have told him.
Well, see, the car ride already has a disclaimer, you know, for anybody new coming into the car, that the conversations go left, and we open to it going left and talking about all types of that's why I said this story goes with how y'all renamed the situation being like an orgy, whatever, because the conversations got real in regards to different trinkets and toys and swings and all types of shenanigans, because that helped make the ride.
Dang, my car ride just got directions.
They might have been cool with knowing that each of them is doing the same thing.
Well, I will never know, because that's like 10 years ago.
I'm never gonna assume that. I'm gonna assume there's problems.
Oh gosh, that's
like, yeah, you know what? She's gonna be okay when she find out I'm having sex with her too. Yeah, I don't think that's how it goes.
So I was looking up girl code, because I know, as me and Mary was talking about in the green room, more often you hear about guy code as opposed to girl code. Girl code is just something really recent that we've been talking about. So I looked up girl code, and I found an article for guys that says 10 commandments from the girl code that every guy must know. So I'm gonna run through them right quick. Women talk about everything. Do not date your ex's best friend. Or do not date your ex's friend.
Why?
Do not barge in on girls' night. So don't interfere with girls' night. Girls don't take kindly to trash talk. Women will always rescue another woman from unwanted attention. Dating your sister's friend is dangerous territory.
Oh, goodness.
Never make her choose between you and her girlfriends. A woman is always honest about how another woman looks. Know that her best friend will always be very important to her. And every girl follows toilet camaraderie. And I'm sure, Mary, I'm sure you've had those club nights where you in the bathroom with a stranger and y'all just bond.
Yes, be the best friend ever. And I'll be like, I don't even know this woman from a can of paint, but I know her whole life story in 15 minutes.
Yes.
Meanwhile, the guy's like, well, what took you so long? You don't even want to know.
Absolutely. We ain't in there talking. We got a stall between us minimum. You got to have can't pee next to the person. You got to have a stall in between.
You can't be like this, like.
No. And listen, don't talk to me either. When I'm in the bathroom, don't talk to me. If you ain't got no toilet paper, you just use out of luck. Don't ask me.
So what do you think about that list, Mary? I think some of them are.
Let's go. What was the first one again?
Some of those things are not.
What was the first one?
One was. Wait a minute. Women talk about everything.
That's true, but so do guys.
Yes, I think that guys do the same thing.
Yeah, we talk. That's how we know that's with their girlfriend, because he told us everything.
Exactly.
She does what? Word.
Yes. Yes.
Woo, that good? That's advertising. You want her to go away. You want to advertise. Yeah, you didn't gave her away. All right, what's number 2?
Do not date your ex's friend.
Like I said, you never know where you find love at.
Stop it, Derek.
Are you saying that they okay?
You might have been the blocker. You might have been the blocker. You were the season.
Nah.
This is forever.
Nah.
I don't think that you should. Like,
don't you say no to your blessing. Your blessing was your friend getting out the way for you to get her. That's what happened.
No.
Like y'all was at the mall together and you were supposed to get her, but your man hollered and they just did it and it wasn't right. So you don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna say no to that. I just can't do it because my ego wouldn't let me do it. But I wouldn't get upset if my man dated my ex. I'm done with her anyway at that point.
Ooh.
Why are you done with her?
Because she's my ex.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes you go dipping back into the old milk of the ex.
Yes.
Yeah. That never works. That's just because we're familiar with each other. Most of the time it doesn't. Okay, once you break up, that's familiar. We just go back to what's familiar, or we just go back to it because we think that chaos is okay. We go back to nonsense. Come on, we need to be able to walk. Most of us not strong enough to walk away, or not strong enough to be alone. So we just go back to go back to the same chaos, and in another week we be back to argue, fussing, fighting again, and then back together a week later, and then off and on. And that's how you have these dysfunctional relationships.
But some people live well in dysfunction.
Yeah, some people do.
Well, are they really living well? Their cortisol's up, their stress is up, their body breaking down. They're not really happy. They're snapping at work. I mean, okay.
And you know what?
I don't think
it doesn't even have to be dysfunction. Sometimes people do change and realize
in a different season.
Realize what was good for them.
Daryl, don't give us that look.
I'm gonna say that's
also unicorn. I've never seen one, but I've heard of them. It does. Rarely.
It happens.
I'm glad you gave it space for it to rarely happen, Daryl, because
there was a man. There people walked on the moon once. It could happen again.
I think that there are too many people in this world for people to be dating or in the same, somebody that had. I just don't. It's too many people. You have to branch out.
No, nope, that's not true. So with there being, especially for there's less men than women, right? So and then when we talk about, let's say, good men or women, then you have even less at that level. So if you maybe some of the, we'll just use good for lack of a better word, men or women.
Right. I was gonna say, what does that mean?
Right.
Yeah, whatever that is, whatever the good means. I don't know, whatever is, the people have a job and, I don't know, whatever good is.
Don't people have a job and don't hit you.
There you go. Yeah, yeah, the little things, no uppercuts and wheel kicks. Like whoever, so you have, it's really not a lot of people to pick from sometimes, right?
It is if you don't limit yourself, and I'm talking about a racial,
still
cultural,
less men than women.
If you're still able to branch out,
still less men than women, right? No matter you slice it, right? There's still more women than men. These are facts. So there, for women and for men, we have a lot more options, and definitely we start talking about crossing the racial, the ethnicity, things of that nature. We have a lot more options. So then, opposite women there are a lot more women and less men. So really, women have to really now.
Where are you getting that fact?
Yeah, like you must have went to Wikipedia.
U.S. Census Bureau will let you know that there are more women than men. It just is what it
curious.
Is.
I want you to so our audience knows where the information is coming from.
Yeah. Hey, I don't want you to believe me. Research everything I say. Prove me right. Prove me right. That's all I want you to say. Like, hey, he's right again. We can't tell him. So, and it's tough. So that's what I'm saying. So it's tough sometimes when people kind of And then depending where you live at, different places.
So I'm looking at the ratio of men to women in the world population based on May 27, 2020.
Oh.
There are about 504 men to 496 women. So the ratio is 63.62 out of 1,000. This is out of 1,000 people.
Okay.
The gender ratios across, and then they go into across the age groups.
Gotcha.
So I mean, men outnumber women in certain countries.
Yeah, but in the world, yeah, but I'm talking about specifically.
Okay, I got you, Daryl.
So you was talking about what?
Here, United States.
Okay.
I don't know if they do other places. Other places they can have 4 or 5 women, so that evens it up a little bit.
They can have 4 or 5 women here in the United States.
They do it all the time.
They do it all the time.
First of all,
it's called
let's not
cheating.
say all the time.
Right?
No. That's not having. That's not having 4 or 5 women. See, it's different rules because some of you don't have to pay for.
People who once lived in those other places that live here still follow the values of where they used to live, where it was permitted.
Again, how many? We're not talking about the majority, so we can talk about the few that do, but it's not like it's running rampant.
You make it seem like it's only 2 people out of 100.
Unless you're in Utah. No, I'm saying for the majority, they don't really do that here. Especially when women even come here and if they get a taste of this life here, they went like Eddie Murphy said, we went half. Like what she said, she learned or keep away from these American women because then they get that independence and they ain't gonna have it, have you with 2 or 3 women. So that'd be interesting. I don't know how many people could do that. Have a woman having other women in the house. I know I couldn't have no other man in the house. We ain't doing that.
It's a lot of people who do that.
Yeah.
Stop saying a lot.
Yeah.
Stop saying a lot.
Listen, there are people who do that.
Yes, there are.
There are people who do that.
They're still a minority.
I remember.
A lot would be a lot.
I remember an Essence magazine article about how women of color are sharing on purpose. Or they're sharing knowingly.
That's because there's not many good men. Whatever good means. So they're latching on. Now, are these women living together? Are they living together?
I don't think that's why. I think it's because we got a lot of women who don't think they deserve better. I don't care how many men are out there.
Right.
No, okay. So you got
or that they don't want to fully commit to just a person to themselves.
Exactly.
They rather have
that was my question. Are they living in a sense where they're living together or they're living separate but they're dating the same person? What did it look like?
It was both. They talked about both, where women were knowingly dating the same man and women who cohabitated.
Gotcha. Okay. I mean, you could get some people do anything. I mean,
yes,
population people do anything.
Of course.
At least once.
Yes.
And that's but like I said, I don't think it's as rampant as you guys are trying to make it.
Darrell.
You don't see it.
What? I'm trying to open the door. Hilarious. Hold on, open the door.
Oh gosh, she spelled his name all the way out.
I did, Darrell.
Oh gosh.
Oh man.
I don't know. I've just always kind of felt strongly about that piece right there. Even if I met you and didn't know you was with one of my girls, when I find out,
it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Like it's automatically a wrap. Like what? No, I'm not sharing. And then certain girls that could be my girl, I don't want nothing to do with where their body parts have been because the stories that I know.
Right. Yes. That's the other thing. She done told you about all the stuff they done and
right. Or she done told you all the reasons why she had to go to the clinic, not the doctor, but to the clinic.
And you know why they broke up.
And yes. Or she could have said he ghosted. After he had the chandelier moment, that was it.
Setting you up for the same treatment.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, cause you just a part of their cycle. Like, it's no real connection there.
Right. And I mean, if you go with what Darrell is saying, you just gonna fall. He's just gonna fall in love with you. You gonna be the one.
Right.
You gonna be the one.
Yeah, and it's like love is not even a destination that everybody tries to go to. So that's why they dance in and out of these codes, working for them at certain times and not working for them other times.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. So what about not barging in on girls' night out?
Okay, wait. What you mean?
So this one was number 3, and it says don't barge in on girls' night. So it's saying, let's see, if you're in a committed relationship, trust her to blow off some steam with her friends.
Oh.
You may, don't try to make it about you or get involved in her hanging out with her girlfriends is what it's basically saying.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah, like just like you want your time with your guys, you don't want her coming there. So like, give her the same courtesy, even if it's a friend that you think is too loose.
That be the problem.
That be the problem. You busy all in the resume of the girl being loose that you like, okay, no, I don't want you to have no time just with her. You might end up leaving me, God forbid, because she might school you on some stuff.
Mm-hmm. She gonna have you messing with somebody because she's single and she mess with who she want. Like, you don't have enough sense to be loyal to your man.
Right. And the only reason she wouldn't be loyal is because of something that's happening in the relationship well before the girls' night out.
Right. Your girlfriend has nothing to do with it.
Right. She said, seems like people just want to get laid over love. Well, sometimes a good lay.
Then comes love.
Well, first come liquor, then come lay, and then you think it's love.
Right.
The 3 L's.
So, Darrell, we were talking about not barging in on girls' night out.
Not barging in? Why not? Because that's where they at. Like, where the girls at? Girls' night out.
But you wouldn't want the girls to barge in on
guys' night.
On the guys' night.
Why not?
Now, wasn't one of our little shows, or Darrell was at a guys' night, not one woman in the spot?
Right.
It would have been a lot better if there was one. Well, she had a rough night.
No, y'all didn't have no mask on. It wouldn't have been good at all.
Right?
It's always better without a mask.
Oh my God. Which mask you talking about, Darrell? You talking about the jacket mask or the mask on your face?
Both.
You see, Ruth added to our song, liquor, laid, love, and then comes the baby carriage.
You mean Plan B?
Plan B don't work all the time.
So, Darrell, we were talking about, how sometimes the girls' night out can turn into a conflict because your man thinks that your particular girl might be a little loose and a bad influence on you.
You see Camp come in with the eyes like, well.
Yeah, so, I mean.
Well, that proves true.
I don't think that if you, well, I mean, you got to know your girl. If you think she's highly influential and other girl out there, getting it in, then I could understand that concern. But if you know your girl's really not that follower, then you don't have to really worry about that.
Right.
But I mean, girls' night out, what does it consist of? That's the issue. We don't know what's going on.
But they can consist of a lot of different things, since y'all done made me out to having, different situations.
And that's the problem. Because she can talk about she going out dancing with Mary.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? We
said what dancing meant. Dancing is an orgy.
No, that's what y'all said.
Wait a minute. Going dancing? Going dancing?
They got code words. It's code words.
Orgy host.
We going dancing means we're going to have it in every hole. That's what it means.
We said all of that in every hole.
Why it gotta be so wild?
Right.
Why in every hole? Dancing
everywhere.
Dancing don't mean that to me.
It didn't to me till today.
Like that?
Ask me about that. What you mean?
I had innocent situations, but Daryl had to make it X-rated. Actually, Doc started it.
I was like, whoa,
yeah, no, you was in it. You was in it.
I jumped in after she jumped in the water. She was like, "What kind of dance?"
I went right with it. I was like, "Okay, Doc, go in there. Okay, let's have it." Yep, it was that kind of party. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I mean, sexologists do make it work.
Mm-hmm.
Education comes in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
so yes, I'm coming to all girl parties. I'm barging
Education is every day.
Yes, every moment.
Educate myself on your friends.
So then, are you going to be intimidated by my friend who may be more free-spirited?
Right.
That she might help me to become more free-spirited?
Right.
No,
and do you trust me? I mean, does that say you don't trust me?
I mean, if I'm not with my girlfriends, he needs to just trust me.
I don't know about trust. No, I'm not going to just trust you. I'm just trust you because sometimes people can.
Did we have a show about this?
Listen, sometimes, like I said, I'm never going to put a hen in the fox in a hen house. These things can turn into something else. You got, like you said, drinks first, right?
Lick her. L-I-C-K.
She's showing you something.
Her.
Yes, exactly. She's showing her something, then she's showing something. Now she likes something different. Now they're having girls' night out every week. Like, now you lost your girl to her best friend.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! You done really went left now. But
wait a minute.
It sounds like you watched Lifetime.
It sounds like you watched Lifetime too much.
No. It's weird.
It sounds like you watched Lifetime.
When you guys were saying that everybody had the extra relationships and sharing men, it's like everybody. And I was like, no, not everybody. Like everybody. Now I'm saying something like, no, that's crazy. What are you talking about? Really? There it is. A lot.
There it is right there. A lot.
That's how it happens. And it happens and you don't usually expect it either because you wouldn't expect her to be doing anything with her friends. You think it's girls' night out?
I guess it does happen.
Let me ask y'all.
I don't know.
So, real dancing, is there a problem? Like if your girl is in a club and she's committed to you, and
not if she's doing what Camp is doing. That's
a certain way with other guys, or is there some lines that can't be crossed in dancing?
So it's weird. It's funny for me since I dance. I never looked at dance. Well, for a long time for me to be dancing being something that's sexual.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just dancing to me. It didn't really mean anything, right? It was more like we're battling each other. We're trying to put a show on it. So it didn't really mean anything. So for me, I don't think I would be bothered by how she was dancing. Because I know what it is. When I dance with somebody, I don't care it's just a dance. Like me trying to put a show on for the people out there, oh wow. So I wouldn't trip over it, but I know some people do.
Yeah.
Have issues.
Yeah.
Sometimes dancing can be inappropriate and lines are crossed. I see it all the time. When I was in the club. I
think it depends on your mentality, right? Because if I'm, like I said, for me, when I'm dancing, it really is a show. I don't care who you are. It matters not you are an object to put a show on. So whatever I'm doing, picking you up, spinning you around, whatever, it's for a show. But I know some guys, and I remember one guy, I never believed it, but one guy was like, I'm going there to hump on a girl until I finish. What's that? You gonna do what?
Until I finish.
So he said he actually would finish.
Durham is correct because guys have,
what?
I mean, guys come and chicks have orgasms on the dance floor. They call it dry humping. Dry sex. Whatever.
Yeah. So it really goes with your mentality. And it was crazy because I remember arguing with this girl like, you're lying. Like, that don't happen. She's like, some guy came on my back. I'm like, shut up. You're talking loud. Shut up. Like, I was upset. Like, you swear you ain't all that. Shut up. And weird, when the guy was talking, he was saying, like, yo, we're going to club tonight. I'm going to dance with somebody till I come. I said, oh, that's disgusting. What you going to do? And
but
I
it
didn't
happens.
think, because that wasn't my mindset until I heard a guy say it, because I didn't believe the girl at all. But when he said it, I'm like, guy's a creep. But then I'm like, wow, this is what women got to deal with. It's bugged out.
Because some guys don't know how to dance, and all they want you to do is rub up on them, and then they'll make you like bounce them. And so they're emulating the whole. They're emulating what they need to come.
See, that's weird. And I hear it, but it was so weird to me. That was when I go, I dance. Like, I'm getting to dance, but I didn't like. Whoa, you going there to do that? So I get it.
That's why when these guys be coming on the chicks will pull their girlfriend on the dance floor, and they'll dance with their girlfriend versus a male.
Right. And then even some people have a problem with that because they'll just invite them into the situation. Like, we can all dance together, depending on how close, depending on what type of dancing that you're doing.
And how close.
I mean, because it's different if you're in a reggae club versus if you're in a regular club.
But but wait a minute, past that, if you in a Nigerian club, that joint pop to 5, 6 in the morning, and they don't like to take no for an answer.
Yeah, that's why I don't.
And girlfriends don't deter them. And girlfriends don't deter them. They come like they ain't about that life.
Okay, I think so. I think so. I think so.
I mean, yeah, they got a little bit more rhythm than the average bear.
Yes.
And rhythm is helpful.
Yes.
No.
Yes, thank God for line dancing. Line dancing is the lifesaver.
Line dancing?
But even in line dancing, it gets left. So, I mean,
it's gone left before.
I'll pop right over. I'll be behind it like this. Right on the beat. Right by like exhibit.
I mean, some songs make you get sensual with it.
And some songs, people be on the flow.
Yes, absolutely. I cannot say that example because it would be really clear who I was talking about.
Sometimes you have to get low.
What'd you say, Daryl?
Sometimes you have to get low.
Singing the song.
Low. And you have those.
I mean, and just because I can get low don't mean I'm taking you home. I'm just having a fun time with that song.
So yes, and that's what I have to tell people all the time.
You just loving the song, just dance.
So it's crazy because I would get a lot of times like, oh, if you can dance like that, can you? Like, women would really approach like women are nasty. I'm gonna let you guys know. Women are nasty. I think they might be nastier than men because the things they would say to me after dancing was bugged out. And they're real forward. Women are really forward.
So you saying that men are not forward?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what you say to a man because
men are forward.
So I can tell you what women say to me or have said.
Okay. I'm gonna let you live with that.
Yes.
I from your experience, tell me how men approach you. And see me, I'm not the type to approach anybody because I've never learned that skill. So I don't approach people. Like in a club, if you don't say nothing to me, it's a missed opportunity. Because I'm not saying nothing to you. Like you really have to look at me, come over, tap me on the wrist, and say, "Hey." Other than that, I won't get the hit. You could be looking, winking. I don't know what that means. Something in the eye.
You need some new friends.
That's not about friends. It's that I'm not like I just never learned how to really holler at a joint. Say that holler at him. I don't.
Okay.
So you just never had to because you're just so whatever alpha. All your alpha is.
You sit and be a fly on the wall.
In a club, no. So I dance. So since I'm a dancer in a club, I'm on the middle of the floor. So usually the attention is on me. So they're gonna come at me.
Doc, why he not a special kind of dancer? You made me a whole orgy host. Why he not a special kind of dancer?
Oh, you an orgy host?
Yeah,
apparently can't.
She was.
How we get from a dancer to an orgy host?
Because he's saying dancer, and Doc ain't calling him out to say what kind of dancing is it that he's doing.
I shouldn't say nothing because I don't want to be orgy host number 2.
Listen,
because I do different types of dances. He ain't ready for that.
Self-esteem is a situation, but
he ain't ready for that.
An educational fun event with activities. We gotta have activities.
Yes, you must have activities.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now somebody activities from the activities that happen. And I know Jaja know about that, and I know Camp know about that. Listen.
Okay.
And I've done other activities. But I'll keep. They're educational, but I'll keep that there.
I mean, as Daryl was talking, I was thinking about
his dancing.
Yeah, I was thinking about if we might have seen him at what was that joint in Germantown? Back in the I can't think of the name of it right now.
The Upper Deck.
Yeah, no, not the Upper Deck. The strip club joint where the men used to be on Friday night.
Upper Deck.
Is that the Upper Deck?
Yes, it's now called the Crab House.
Oh yeah, Crab House got good food. I'm sorry,
they do got good food.
I was just wondering.
That's one of my favorite.
Did we
see Jaja is giving 2 thumbs up for the activities. He's like, yes, Jaja, don't worry, it's coming back as soon as your cousin COVID leave the space. It's coming back. Like 6 people been like, okay, when we having sex esteem? It's coming. It's coming.
I'm ready. Okay.
That's what all y'all say. I'm ready. So, can we get cousin COVID out?
What is that? Sex esteem? What is it called?
It's called Sex Esteem.
Sex Esteem.
It's an event that has activities that we practice. It would be perfect for a sip and chat to be aired there and to have the event at the same time. It really, really, really would.
Nice.
To have like a live sip and chat. So yeah, and we do different activities with both girl code, guy code, and we have fun. Guys usually pass out in the middle of the floor. So like, I got pictures and evidence.
Rico, what up, baby?
What's up, family?
What's going on,
man? Rico.
Hey, Rico.
But we talk about but we do talk about like mind over matter, intimacy, aphrodisiacs, positions, and activities.
I got a long list of those.
So when it's time, Daryl, you will have an invitation. Don't worry.
Cool.
If you still in this country.
I'm ready to come teach.
Oh gosh.
You ready to come what?
Yes, teach.
Teach what?
Absolutely, teach.
He thinking he need to teach my activities from the event camp.
Yeah, listen, teach. I'm still out here practicing new things.
First of all, we gotta make your parts of the activity PG-13 because
13. Yeah, that's all I was about to say.
You taking one layer of the fun out. I said it starts with lick her. Then you like her.
Anybody can lick her or him, they can do whatever they want. I'm coming to teach.
The teaching is in the activity. You're not getting
it. You're not. He's not ready for my activities.
Anyway, we going left.
I don't want to talk about your activities.
Yeah,
you ain't out in these streets. Your activities.
I just got on the bus.
I'm not talking about that. I ain't talking about that. See, you always take it left.
I'm just riding on it. Right.
You just. Thanks for checking in and showing up. And you did come in at the most spiciest part.
Yes, he did.
Definitely a little juicy right now.
Yes.
He's fired up.
Yeah. I mean, we can even take the juicy that Del Rico said and ask about that in the code.
Oh my goodness.
What?
I didn't.
What was that?
What was what?
Well,
even Ronnie said that we can put the juicy into the code.
Oh yeah, true.
So are we going down to the next one, or are we talking about something else?
Yes, please.
No, we can go to the next one to pull us back in. What is the next one for me to type, ma'am?
So the next one is girls don't take kindly to trash talk, especially if it's about a friend. So basically, is what it's saying is she can talk about her friend, but you can't.
Oh, okay. That's because they want to step for and stuff like that. They
no, if she's complaining about her,
why
girl,
she gotta be a hoe?
Right.
I'm just saying. I'm just using the terminology.
He went straight to the wholeness.
Save a friend. Okay.
You call your girl.
He went straight to the hoe.
Why would you call her a hoe?
You guys call each other worse. Like, that's my bitch.
Well, even if you're not a hoe,
bitch.
I have a thing about, like, I'd be like, look at this hoe.
Exactly.
Right. Like
term of endearment.
Look at this hoe. Look at this hoe. What's she doing? And I be and I have to curb because I have a mouth. I'd be like, look at this MFers. I just be talking out loud to myself, but people may be around. I'd be like, look at this, like, look at this hot mess.
So, but is it the same for dudes? Like, do you care if your girl talk about one of your boys and talk about what a mess he is, and how messed up he is?
Talking about my man. What she talking about my man for? What she talking about?
I mean, to be honest, she has a right to ask who you're around. Like, if you're around some bums and some bottom feeders and all that, your woman or your lady has the right to question and ask you that. Just like you should be.
Well, girls gonna be liking it though.
Why are you with that hoe? That's what you're supposed to say as well. Like you my woman, you ain't supposed to be around these hoes. Like, that's old. Like, just like she supposed to say. What'd you say, D?
She might need to question herself. If you around a bunch of bums, then most likely birds of a feather, you might be a bum too. So she might have had a bad choice. If she asks you if it's one, but people just bums, and most likely, guess what? I don't fall 12
But sometimes they be trying to lift each other up. Really?
With the
sometimes they try to lift the bums up. Yes, he got freaking sound effects.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. You said you want to lift the bums up.
I said sometimes hoes be trying to lift other hoes up. I guess.
Well, sometimes it does. It might be like that where you venting about something that happened between you and your friend. You don't want your man being like, then she a hoe. Why don't you leave her alone? Don't talk to her no more.
But listen, this is my thing. If he's responding that way, that's because that's how you represent who she was.
Yeah, true.
For the most part, you don't know.
I agree with that.
You're just going off what she's telling you, right? So if you come to her like, oh, I can't stand her, and he's like, well, no, she's a hoe anyway. What you mean? Well, you said, you told me.
Never repeat it. Now you never repeat it. Whatever she tell you, never repeat it. Like, so there's certain things that if it's my boy, I'm talking to my other homies about him. I'm not coming to my lady to reveal certain information. Like,
I agree about that. I agree with that.
I'm cool on that because that allows for her to start questioning you through him.
Absolutely.
Activities. And I'm like, you're not gonna question me because of him. So something I'm holding on to because women look deep into stuff, man. It'll be something real surface for men. We not that deep. We real surface like, and you done dug all the way into the ocean and brought something up. Like,
true that.
Maybe it was the way he was. Maybe he didn't like his mom either. Like, what?
He got mom issues.
I didn't say that. Yeah, I didn't say that. I just said
that's what they say about your boy. About Kevin Samuels, that's what they say. He got mommy issues.
A whole bunch of stuff.
He hate women. He got women issues for real.
I don't agree. I don't agree. I think people go off of we do a lot of times we hear these clips and stuff and we don't really listen. So
we don't really
he's not even talking to most of us. Yes, we don't. He's not even talking to most people, right? People are jumping into something that has nothing to do with them. Has nothing to do with them. And just like if somebody comes at you a certain way and respond the same way and they make you the problem, then that's a problem to me. Because you can't say somebody's a problem because you responded the way they were coming at you. So with him, I think he's talking to a group of people. A lot of people are jumping on that don't know what they're talking about or don't know what he's really talking about. There was supposed to be a podcast with him and Joe Buttons today. I didn't see it. They said it was really good. He actually
I don't want to give him no airtime right now.
Yeah, right. He's not paying for us. All right. Yeah, you're right.
Somebody brought him up. You can't bring him up and then dismiss him. So we do that
all the time. Why would they be different?
Right.
Well, what I'm saying,
you're right. Microaggress all day long.
Right. Hey, Kevin, whatever his name is, no more. He don't pay us over here.
He's not saying it in a way that women like it. So a lot of women don't like it. My thing is I'm not gonna let my eyes and my ears lie to me. I don't have a dog in his fight at all. But what I can tell is you don't have to talk to all women the same. Everybody doesn't digest information the same. So if you giving it off the same, you're gonna cut a lot of people off. Regardless if you right or wrong, there's a way that everyone receives information, and the way you giving it off, everyone doesn't receive it like that. So some people are gonna be turned off. And if you talking to women, all women, you don't have to have this hurt and bitter presence that you giving off, because that's what I get every time he's talking to a woman. It's very dismissive to a woman. It's very, I'm the man and I'm talking and you better listen to me. Like, that's corny to me.
So it sounds,
that's very corny.
Yes, but it still sounds like we're talking about clips that are being played. Like no one listened to his whole show. We're only listening to the clips that they're airing.
I purposely wait. That.
Okay, cool. So if we listen to his whole show, we would see that he doesn't talk to everybody that way. The most important ones that we want to hear are the ones that he's getting into it with people. That's the ones that get played. The rest of them that are boring, that he's talking about, listen, hey, we all need to go get therapy. We all need to talk to people. Those don't get that much burn, right? So some women he gives absolutely good advice to. A lot of shows are him giving advice, but some women he does get into it too, and I think that's part of the show. That's part what sells, right? Right. But it's not all. Like, so when I listen to his shows, which I don't agree with anybody 100%, and you're right, he does leave a bad taste in some people's mouth, but he does help some people. But he's one person. We're really elevating this person and putting way up higher than he really is, right? So this is time. He's doing what he got to do.
Right.
Well, we're not saying. We're talking about we're talking about the queens. We, not us as us, but us as in everyone.
We in France.
The masses. So we're saying that, but that's why we're talking about him right now. We're talking about him really based. He's been out for a while. We're talking about him based off the one girl he talked about who said she was black. That's when he started his really coming big, and that's what people are gravitating towards.
All right, y'all. So the next one is
April. Please, you can't be here. Do not win.
Dating your sister's friend is dangerous territory.
I'm sorry, Doc. Say it again.
Dating your sister's friend is dangerous territory. So it could go both ways.
But who don't like living dangerously? Who don't live dangerously?
Dudes too. Dating having your sister date one of your boys.
Yeah, that's dangerous for him. I'm just letting you know. I found out one of my people dating my sister. What did my finger say to the face? Smack.
But D, how old is your sister, D?
Now they're older, but still. No.
I know, but still, you ain't stopping no grown woman from being who she want to be with.
I'm stopping him.
But you trying to date my sisters? Trying to date my sisters.
I'll stop him.
Your sister might be a good person. She might be the best thing on the market.
I know my friends.
My sisters are good people. But friends, they just friends.
Yeah, that's what we get to. Yeah. I know my homies.
Yes, I know my homies. I know how we get down. No.
I learned this code by walking into my brother's house, and another friend of his who was like a brother was like, well, y'all, who was that? He hadn't seen me since I was a little girl, so now I'm all woman. And my brother kindly said, yo, that's my sister. Mm-hmm. That's all he said.
That's all they said.
That's my sister.
Yep. That's what they said.
All that needed to be said.
That don't stop these savages. Y'all know that.
It stopped that savage.
We sure don't. Because the next question was, do you have any more sisters?
Right.
You have any more family? And I was like, I got a couple of sisters. Right. How old are they? Nah. Take the foot off the gas.
I got somebody who gave birth to me who asked me about a girlfriend. What's up with your girlfriend's mother? That's what the person. Yeah, there's savages out here. I know.
Oh yeah,
it is.
Yeah. Listen, I don't know what y'all. I don't know what y'all think, but it's all okay. It all goes down.
It's not all okay. Okay, so then that means it's okay too. This one right here. This one right here. Means it's okay. Darrell.
I'm just saying.
Listen. The thing is though, sometimes when you try to stop it, it makes it more appealing.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Just like when you tell a child not to do something, just like when you tell an adolescent not to do something, that means, oh, that must be the spot.
Mm-hmm.
So, but see, if it was my sister, I'm not talking to my sister, right? I'm just putting my hands on him. Like, my man, you shouldn't be talking to my sister if this is my people, right? I'm beating him up every time I see him for that.
Dang.
Wow.
That's
but I'm like, for the situation I had shared, once the person was clear.
I know you.
Once the person was clear, I mean, of course, he went right into the childhood name that he refers to me as. But before, like the walking up to him and him asking that question and the brother shutting it down, like it changed everything. But then he was like, oh, the name he say, what's up, sis? Yeah, I'm cool now, right? I heard what happened before.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sometimes the alpha in the room has to let everybody know who the alpha is and control the situation.
Listen,
right?
Yeah.
What I tell you about the alpha earlier?
Well, you wouldn't want to date. You're not gonna want to date any of my siblings after I run 300 questions by you. What's your intentions? You ain't no.
I don't care about your questions.
You don't care about that.
I care about your questions.
You ain't got to care about my questions, but unless they run into me, you're not dating any of them. Male or female. I'm real clear about that.
You're not the gatekeeper.
You better ask my in-laws. I'm very clear.
Your hubris may have you thinking you're the gatekeeper, but the thing that I have here is going past shutting all that down. They don't care about you.
That's the truth.
They care about this thing right here.
That's the truth.
I'm not saying that's not true. Now I'm not saying okay. There's a difference between fucking somebody and dating them. Just because you fuck them don't mean you're gonna date them. That's totally different. So there's a clear difference.
Okay, Kent.
Right. You understand that, Kent? But if I sit there for the questions, I might be acting like I want to date her, but I just want to F her.
Absolutely.
Nah, I can see through that, all that. Like,
regardless,
you act like that, but
does she see
it? Camp, you can see through it. She don't want to see through it. She wants to.
Not at all.
No. We're clear. No, wait a minute. But we're clear. I'll go to her. I'll take her to the side. I'll be like, "Oh, you really into this joker? You just want to mess with him?" She be like, "Oh, I just want to mess with him." Oh, go ahead right away. But I be like, "He ain't dating serious." She said, "Oh, I know that."
What I'm gonna
do?
Good. What I'm gonna tell you? I'm gonna tell you. Listen, sit your body self down and let it happen.
We're gonna do it for guys.
Yeah, you know how you.
We need to take you everywhere because you get right to the point. Camp, ask her what I need.
No, I be like,
we ain't gotta lie. We ain't gotta lie. We know what it is already.
Are you trying to mess with her? No, I say this up front. You trying to mess with her? Or are you trying to go take it somewhere? If not, have fun. If she like it, I love it. I can't tell nobody how to live their life, but everybody called me and be like, can you check them out? Can you check her out? Let me know.
I'm gonna let you know. I'm not wasting time talking to you. I ain't wasting time talking to you because you ain't got nothing to
waste time talking to me.
Yeah, I'm letting you know.
See, but
could you mind your business, please?
You showing the double standard though. Because if it's your sister,
your double standard.
You ain't trying to hate
double standards. If women don't understand that there are double standards, I understand there's double standards, right? Like I wouldn't let nobody mess with my sister, but I would mess with their sister, right? It is a double standard, right? Right? But I realize that, but it is what it is, right? So I'm not saying it's not, but I'm saying that I can put a speed out on his eye if he messes with my sister. Not much you can do, but tell me no, and I'm like, okay, and I'm gonna go do it anyway.
But you gonna go mess with his sister?
Absolutely, you can't beat
me.
Just like D, and there's gonna be somebody like D who ready for the BS, man. So he got to deal with the BS.
Yeah, you feel me? I'm like, how bad you want it?
And you know, with human beings, grown folks, if they told no, they really want it bad after that.
Yeah.
They really want it bad.
More valuable.
Don't say nothing.
More valuable.
So that's why they be like, Ken, what you think? I'd be like, you know what? Do you? No, what you really think? Nah, you don't really want to know. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
After a while, because you gonna do it, they gonna do what they want to do, and then they come
They
crawling back.
He did right.
He did that, girl. Bye.
So that's
all you wanted was a dick.
Sound like you gotta talk them out of it. Like she want to be talked out of it or talked into it.
It probably is a little bit of both because depending on how she feels.
To be honest, both.
Yeah. Like she's ambivalent by the fact that she's coming to somebody else to ask, and she might be leaning on one side more than the other, but she wants somebody else to confirm either way to kind of justify how she giving her
her doing it.
Yeah, she sounds like food to me. She sounds like she food. She got to ask people what to do,
and her cookie is calling your calling card. But
call me the Cookie Monster. That cookie's going to tear it up.
Call me the Cookie Monster.
She's done. She's done.
Cookie.
So Daryl, none of your friends ever dated your sister?
No. Okay. Not that I know of, because niggas are sneaky. I know he's around. So not that I know of. I'm not dumb enough to know. I'm not dumb, because I know people back. They catch him at the mall. It never got out to me. So it could have happened. I just don't know to this day.
I learned at an early age. I have 3 sisters, 2 of them who are grown. And you ain't stopping nobody from doing what they want to do. I beat up the first one when we was young. I beat up one. And then I learned, I'm not fighting everybody because I'm going to be fighting a lot of people.
Yep.
Like, grown people, if you want to go out there and you want to set your cookie on fire, go ahead and mess with him.
Sometimes it be exciting to put the cookie on fire.
No, it's cookie on fire is hospital visits.
Oh, okay. That's not the cookie on fire I was talking about then. Sorry.
I learned at a young age with the sister thing, and especially because my youngest sister, we were raised in the same house. My 2 other sisters weren't. So that kind of thing, it's like you try to teach your siblings to carry themselves in a certain way, to put a fence around, because I'm not going to always be there. And I'm going to just be you sometimes. So sometimes saying no, you could come back and give a yes after a no. But ain't no rewinding that after you already jumped in the bed with them and did something. You know what I'm saying? There's so many people.
Yeah. Right.
I've had this conversation with Mary about women just completely erasing people from their list.
They don't care.
Oh, Mary.
That's right. That did not count.
That's why the saying is, if the woman says she only been with 3, multiply that times 5.
Easy. Hey, we get back to what's your number. But we ain't gonna ask. We know you're gonna lie. Right?
It's not a lie.
I tell women, every time
people really did not count.
Listen, anytime that penis split those peaches, it counts.
Hey, Doc, we gotta accept ours. We've been caught overtime. Men been turned into hoes and whores and everything. We gotta accept all of the ones we took.
But y'all get status. Y'all get status.
Ain't no status in some of these dudes' lists. That list is terrible. I seen some of these guys.
You can't count. I mean, some of them you don't get status for some of these things. They taking booger bears home and stuff. You can't. Hey, bro, you ain't the man.
Yeah, we talking about the ones that don't count. Daryl said anytime the peaches is split, it counts.
It counts. He counted.
All right, so if the peaches is not split, if the peaches is not split and it's just a munching session, then what?
Damn, ain't nobody just munching.
Yeah, I'm about to say, where they do that at? That's scary.
Yeah, that's scary. That's scary as hell.
Yeah, that seems like a waste of time.
But Doc, look at Doc. Like, there's boys out here munching.
Listen, I don't know who she thought of, but she was still taking over. Oh, shit. Oh.
Yes, Doc.
Oh.
Doc.
She can't even talk. Yo, whoever he was. Years later, Doc is still feeling it.
Coalition.
Raheem. Woo! Remember Raheem was magical.
That's the thing, AD. We know him. I said that, but there's savages out here. He'll come eat it for breakfast every morning and don't never feel nothing.
Hey, from front to back, huh, Doc? From front to back, huh? Magical.
Oh, man.
It'd be a magical experience. And you good.
Booger Bears need love too.
We're not saying they don't. We're not saying they don't, but don't be acting like you the man when you just laid the whole Booger Bear family.
Yes,
you in Booger Bear country. Yeah, you in Booger Bear country talking about I'm the man over here. No, you're not. You're not.
Hey, listen, stop it. With a whole family tree of Booger Bears, man. A whole family tree.
Booger Bears at an alarming rate. You're not the man.
You said Booger Bears?
What I do like is the Booger Bears. Reality. You accept your reality. All you can get is Booger Bears. I'm cool with you.
Yes.
Yes. That means munching cannot count, or it can count.
No, we say it counts, but don't run around here like you're a man, though. You can't be pounding your chest like, yo.
Oh, you saying every time
I am slaying Booger Bears on a regular basis. Okay.
So it counts?
Okay.
So munching only count?
I would listen.
Why your eyes fluttering?
Because who's doing that? Who's doing that? Like that?
People doing
I'm
that.
confused.
Well, people.
Yes, but I think if they're doing that, I think they got a problem. They got a problem.
Lose her whole self. Like,
so
I think that Doc ain't talking. Look, Doc ain't talking 15 minutes. So Raheem, whoever he is, she's having a flashback. Oh shit.
I guess that should count. Maybe no.
I don't know. Oh shit.
They count. They count, man. If you laid down with Ra, he's a man. Booger Bear, he count. Mm-hmm. They all count.
So they all count. They all count.
They all count. Especially if the Booger Bear made you come, he count twice.
Really?
If he licks you to the point you come, you gotta count him twice.
You're making a whole nother category.
Yes, exactly.
So if she didn't finish, then it shouldn't count.
If he came back twice, you called him more than once.
That count. I agree with that one. That count.
That count.
For 4. That count for 4.
Ass over here again.
So if he didn't come, then it kind of was a terrible night for you.
Not necessarily, because if Booger Bear don't come, it's other ways to make the come happen.
Huh?
Okay.
Huh?
All right.
What we talking about? What happened?
Huh?
Wait.
You're working hard for this, man. This is work you put. This is a husband. This is what a husband's for.
What? The husbands?
What's the
husband for? Do all this extra stuff, man. The side piece, he just comes through like a tornado.
Like what's extra?
Right. What's
extra?
If you licking it, you better be sticking it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't know about just licking it and going home. To me, his dick don't work. He got problems. His dick don't work or something. If he was licking and going home,
right.
If that's all they can get, they better go get some game.
And you know what? Not even to diminish those people. Some people truly enjoy that and do it because they want to see you enjoy it.
Exactly.
Right.
And that's all they want to do.
Is for you.
I get it.
Supposed to be licking on everybody, man.
I mean, that's happened before, but it wasn't.
Talk about it.
But this way, a long time ago.
Talk about it. You're not supposed to lick everybody. Word. Clap on that. True words.
Like,
but sometimes the licking is safer than the sticking.
True.
Huh? All them juices is safer than sticking? Wait, and what is that?
She ain't thinking about you. She ain't thinking about all them juices on your face.
No. I'm supposed to be down there scuba diving and I'm supposed to be safer than me. What's going on? All in my face and eyes. I got eyes, I got nose, mouth. Yeah, but you said it was safer. That ain't safer. That's not safer. I'm sorry. That's not safer.
Y'all are funny. I'm sorry. Y'all got me cracking
not
up
safer.
on the
Dangerous out here.
Danger zone.
Okay, so
I mean, that's why
danger
you wear a mask and make sure you still scuba dive safely.
Right, you get a dental dam.
Dental dam, yes,
a dental dam. You can use saran wrap.
Yes, Doc.
I don't know. Listen, I don't even know what that is. Dental dam, beaver dam. I don't know what that is.
Saran wrap.
What we're not doing. We're not doing that.
I gotta put a cover on the cookie. Cookie is not getting touched, man. No. No.
Yeah.
You complaining about the splash?
Don't y'all remember? But don't y'all remember the movie Booty Call? It was all about the doom with Jamie Foxx.
And they had the saran wrap all over them.
Yes.
But need to be protected. Y'all don't remember that? Booty Call? Come on, y'all.
I can swim well, man. So all of that, we gotta have that. But I got to know you and love you and like you and all kind of stuff, man.
Yeah.
So
you gotta put a blanket. You gotta put a blanket on the coochie before you eat it.
Yeah.
No, because that's too hot. See a woman of a certain age, a blanket is about to make it extra hot. That's doing too much. You need some air.
I guess you need to do it.
What kind of double ply dental dam? What they using?
Nah. It can't be too hot.
Said put a dental dam. What?
They using the stuff that you put on your windows to keep the heat in.
Protective oral sex.
Plastic bag eating. That's what I'm doing here. I'm eating plastic bags.
Protective oral sex.
If you're the booger bear, you don't care.
That's why I ain't choosing no booger bear. Keep your booger bear.
Yeah, that's exactly. No. That's why they count. That's why they count. You got them doing egregious type stuff.
That's why they count.
Everybody can hold this. And you don't gotta accept no booger bears if you don't want no booger bear, man.
That's right.
But sometimes you just gotta knock the edge off. You just like, all right.
That's why they make pornos for that, man. I ain't messing with no booger bear, man.
Yeah, listen, I mean, I don't know about booger bear because I have options. Yeah. I think booger bears come without options. If you have options, you stay away from the booger bear. So I have options. I'm not going to booger bear.
You have options.
I'm good.
No, a few weeks ago, we had the lady who had the guy she was planning to get married with, and then she had the jump off that was like knocking her back off. Was the knock the back off a booger bear?
Possible.
We don't know. It never said. He could have been, but he could have been. We don't know at that point.
He could have been his booger bear.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He got a whole stable of fly women, and she's just a booger bear for once a month.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Ursula, come over. Okay.
Every day.
Ursula, come over. All right, I'm on my way.
I can't.
I'm doing my community service.
I know, right?
He's doing his community service. You know, Ursula got a deep voice. Come on over, Ursula.
When you younger, that matters, man. Because when you older, a lot of other stuff turn you on, man, than just always a physical thing, man. I know.
Yeah, like the word yes.
Now, if you
said the word yes.
I can't.
You want to go home with me? Yes.
No.
You want to come over? Yes.
Yes.
You already know the answer from a booger bear. You ain't even got to answer that.
I'm on the way.
316
out front already.
Mulberry Street. She's coming.
Y'all, this crazy.
She outside before you get there, D.
I'm out front.
He out there texting you where you at.
All right, y'all.
All right, so
the next one.
What's the booger bear qualify as according to
I don't know.
It depends. You know, I mean,
I guess it's individual.
Yeah, Booger Bear.
Tell Ruth.
Size 19 foot.
Oh shit! He need another name other than Bigger Booger Bear if he wearing a size 19.
Okay.
Don't
All right, come to my house before 3 p.m. 3 a.m.
Thank you, Doc.
Yes.
Never make her choose between you and your girlfriends.
Oh, that's not
Never
happening.
Never make her between.
Never make her, and we can say it for guys too. Never make him
True.
choose between you and his boys.
So that's weird because I think at a certain point, if you are in a relationship, your partner is your
priority,
your
right?
Yeah, that's your priority. So you're going to have to choose your partner over. Oh, we having girls' night. Well, I'm going out with him. We're doing something. So I think it's going to depend on your relationship. It's naturally, and girls should understand if I'm in a relationship that I'm going to choose my relationship, not really choose it, but I'm putting my relationship in front of everything. So I don't agree with that wholeheartedly.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I guess it depends what stage it is.
Yeah, I get that, but when he drop you like a bad habit, who's gonna be there to pick up the pieces? Your girlfriend.
So
yeah, but you going into something thinking that way.
Sometimes you need to balance. I'm not gonna bulldoze my way to get an opinion out tonight. Sometimes you just gotta balance it out and be like, I'm gonna hang with you this time, and when you with your boys,
you still talking?
I hang with my girlfriends. Oh, your big mic is is to another side. You might want to straighten it out.
Don't want this big mic. Listen, this is the problem. If you're going into something worried about breaking up, then you shouldn't be in it. So if you're going into thinking like I'm save these just in case it doesn't work out, your mindset is already not right. So why get into something if you're gonna get into?
She was just giving an example.
I'm giving an example of the example that was already with a mindset of if it doesn't work out. So if you're thinking it's not going to work out, then why be a relationship? It's not being combative. I'm just going by what you said.
On purpose.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Purpose.
Let me not respond to what was said. Let me make it up. You're right.
No, keep responding. I'm listening. You got I'm all ears. Ears wide open.
What?
So I kind of agree that it depends on the stage of the relationship, but I think there's room for both your friends and your partner.
There better be.
Yes.
Yeah, it should be. It should be.
And I'm big on, if you tell me it's a girl's day and you want to go out with your girls, go ahead, man. Mm-hmm. Like, you gotta have a life. Get out, man. Let me breathe this house air by myself then. Like, to be honest, you asking for a reason. Maybe you want to get away from me for a minute. Mm-hmm. Maybe you do need to check in with your girls and do the little girly thing and go shopping because there ain't nowhere for me to sit at the mall when we shopping. So I don't want to go shopping. You know what I'm saying? So there's a time and a place for it all, man. So I think and if we communicate, you know what I'm saying? Like, you telling somebody Monday or the week before, me and the girls going out on Saturday, all right, then we could plan accordingly. But, if you want to just be popping up running the street with these Booger Bears you call friends, we got a problem, man. We got a problem. But now,
so who decides if your friends are Booger Bears or hoes?
I don't know, Doc. I'm just using that word tonight because
I know
it's so good, man. But listen, you know your ladies' friends as well as she knows your homeboys, and she know the ones that we know, the ones that ain't on point. We know the ones who doing what they supposed to do. We know the ones that if you go out with her, she is bitter. She is all the wild things you don't want around your woman. So you might have to tell your woman, look, you know about Doc is crazy. You can't be around Doc, man. So I'm watching, man, because that one friend of yours is wild. So I think it's just, the situation. Each situation is different, and with everything, like we always say on this platform, if you're talking and communicating, both things can be handled.
Yes, of course. Yes. Okay.
All right. So what's the next one, Doc?
I don't agree with this one. A woman is always honest about how another woman looks.
That's a lie.
They are behind her back. They are behind their back.
Yeah.
Behind their back, they are.
Yeah, but
yeah, behind her back, women are brutally honest about how she looks. She thinks she looks cute in those kitten heels.
No, they be hating.
Yeah, they be hating, but sometimes it's real.
Well, I just want to say for the record, I love when Doc is rocking her stilettos because I can't rock stilettos, and she got like 500 pairs. So I be saying that in love to her and all my other girlfriends who rock stilettos. I don't trust stilettos, so I probably can rock them, but I don't trust them.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. See, look, he proved it right there. Women,
but we know for a fact that you've seen groups of girls, and one of them is you're asking yourself why her friends let her come out like that.
Absolutely.
I mean, I've known females who got a whole bunch of ugly females around them just to make them feel and look better. Mm-hmm. I know that on several occasions. Women are wild, man. They are.
Listen, what I tell y'all,
they will talk about. I mean, like we just talked about in the beginning when I first got on. I mean, they'll say stuff to each other we can't say. You know what I'm saying? All kind of words, and understandable, but they are some of the harshest critics, man, towards each other. Like, and I was like, man.
But unfortunately, like Daryl said, it's behind each other's backs a lot of times.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Or if it could be taken out of context too, because on one of the episodes with Dorico and our Chocolate Crown, I had a colleague come on and we greet each other with, "Girl, look at you being fancy or something." And Dorico was like, "Why did you say that? Like you coming at her outfit or whatever she coming on the show." I wasn't. That's how we greet each other. But out of not knowing that, it could appear that I'm coming at her like, "Girl, you got on too many outfits going on at one time."
The reason why is because I heard it as and thinking of myself as a man. Like, somebody say that to me, man, it might go left real fast. Like, like I'm not taking no backhand sideways compliments, man. Like, you either like what I got on or you think it's trash. That's it.
Right.
Yeah, men ain't really out here. Men ain't out here critiquing each other like that. Like, yo, man, look how that shirt fits. That shirt nice.
Oh, that shirt got your muscles looking good, brother.
Yeah. Yo, your pecs is popping. I'm like, what? What'd you say?
That's probably the last time we friends, man.
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny. We had this conversation. I forget where I was at the other day, and the girls was like, yo, let's go to the bathroom together. And we like, boy, men don't do that. We ain't asking like, yo, let's go to the bathroom together. We not doing that. And if we do that, we ain't friends no more. What you want to do? Hey, we ain't friends. I'm about to be out. You ask me to go to the bathroom. You ask me to go to the bathroom.
Around me. Nah, no.
Nah.
Women are good for saying, "Walk me to the bathroom."
Yeah, and that's cool. That's commonplace. You know what I mean?
It depends on the tone of voice that they're asking you to walk to the bathroom for. Because sometimes you're like, "No, I'm good," and you're gonna be good too.
Yes, exactly. Sometimes we got it's a straightening you out.
Yeah.
Let's go to the bathroom.
Yeah, no, you ain't checking for me.
With your man. But you done did something inappropriate to your man.
Hey, yawn again and have your breast pop out and get in front of my man. I'm busting your shit. I get it.
They gotta do the dance stuff.
Yeah. Oh, really? Really, bitch?
Walk me to the bathroom.
Right.
Let's go to bed. Yeah, got you. I know that. Now I know what they were doing. Okay.
So is this the other, like, would this apply to a woman who's always honest and kind of like somewhat complimenting the person you're dealing with looks, but like really going too far? Is that a code?
It could, yeah.
Oh, you mean like, like if they were all out and say, "Oh, you look good, Tom. Like, you look so good. Look at your arms."
That, or that's why he set up his body is like that. Like, he just looked like he throw your back out. Excuse me.
I think it depends on the. I think it depends on the relationship.
I caught it. I caught it. I know I can hit it. Yeah, I know I hit it. I'm be fucking your friend. If you say that, I'm fucking your friend.
I'm gonna be tearing your friend down.
Yeah. I caught it. Got it.
I heard that. Big. What she say there?
It's on the radar.
A good woman is on that too. She checking that.
Oh, she's better.
That.
She's better.
Hey, B. You like, oh.
Yeah. Listen, either she's gonna check her or I'm gonna check her out later. I mean, figure which one you want to do.
Which check you want?
Yeah. How do you?
Earlier to late check.
Yeah, she didn't serve it up on a platter like, oh, you want your back blown out?
That's a bathroom conversation.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's what I'm talking about.
It is for both of us.
Mary said that slick talk, that slick backhanded. Women are awful with that, man.
Yeah.
You be like, yeah, your girlfriend, she said the wildest stuff to you, man. Did you hear her? Normally, the girlfriend is just oblivious to the. I didn't hear nothing, and then you wonder why the woman, your best friend, is in the pretzel, and you wonder why.
It might be why y'all at the restaurant up in the back room they done found real quick.
In the bathroom. We've eating in the bathroom too.
I have a girlfriend that did that.
I was straightening her out over the thing.
Too old for that, man. I like to be comfortable, man. I ain't being in nobody's bathroom, man.
I don't know. I'm still with that. Like I like that, It's
you talked about closets.
That gets the shit bubbling. Like if somebody knocking on the door, like, hold on. You gotta hold the door. Hold on.
I don't want my lady getting butt naked in Chipotle bathroom.
Get butt naked. You gotta move it to the side. Move it to the side.
Cookie out in Chipotle.
It might not be Chipotle, but it might be Copa's.
Yeah.
You said Copa.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, Copa is nasty. Yep.
Yes.
Who went to bathroom with Copa?
Hey, I'm like Jimmy Jackson. Anytime. Anywhere.
Wow.
Hey Doc, I'm talking all that, but if the woman say, let's go and we in Chima it is.
Go time.
All in the Brazilian steakhouse.
Okay. He said Chima's.
Keeping it spicy.
In the Brazilian steakhouse, looking at the Brazilian.
Absolutely. Listen. I got Brazilian and Brazilian.
Hey, young people, I'm sorry, people. I gotta go, man. I got this little kid I gotta handle. I love y'all.
Oh man, thanks for popping in.
Bye, Delrico. Nice seeing
you. April, you right. Copa's is dirty everywhere. You right. Right. Yes.
Bet you don't do Copas either.
What'd you say, Daryl? You don't do Copas?
No, April doesn't do Copa.
Oh.
She doesn't do anything.
And she must not go there because she definitely spelled it wrong.
Now,
we got another one, Doc, or we're gonna go with Daryl's list.
Yes, the next one is know that her best friend will always be important to her.
Oh.
Meaning, if y'all
I'm her best friend.
If y'all out on a date or something going on at home, she will always take a call from her girl, especially if her girl is in distress.
I agree with Daryl on this one.
She won't know her girlfriend in distress. Know why? She ain't answering the phone while we out.
Oh, yeah, that's disrespectful.
Come on.
Send a text.
You know what I mean? Her girlfriend ain't got nobody else. That means she got problems already. She ain't got no friends.
They may be besties, like tight.
Yeah.
They know where all the bodies is at. That girlfriend know where all the bodies is at.
Yes.
You can't spread that information.
The thing says, girl code dictates every woman must leave whatever's at hand and rush to the side of a sobbing girlfriend with ice cream.
Oh, she be alone forever.
I mean, I'll order you some DoorDash.
Right.
And it gets into your house.
Right.
And I'm not coming with no ice cream.
I'm not leaving no vitamin D
Yeah, these
or
no.
And it's not even, you know, it's not. Listen, you can't keep running from your relationship to fix somebody else. And I mean, you got to take care of you at a
you
certain
won't have
point.
a
Like a
relationship.
friend, yeah, a friend is a friend. You got to have boundaries, right? Your friend can't just take over your life.
Okay.
And I'm like, if you leave this vitamin D, I'm gonna give it to somebody else.
Oh,
April trying to get her card back. She said she'd been there, and when she was in her 20s, she could spell it right. Okay. All right.
Thank you for letting us know that.
You know she's gonna say something smart to you, girl. Just give it time. Just give it time. It's coming.
All right, what else we got? That one was terrible.
That was terrible. That was the last one was about bathroom etiquette.
See, Trisha
we
said
talked about that. We already talked about the bathroom situation.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, and that is true though. That one is true.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't necessarily.
I mean, yeah. I mean, most of the time, especially like club kind of situations, the bathroom is like a gathering place. They got somebody in there selling stuff.
Right.
And, you know, you can kind of have a conversation right there at the sink.
And sometimes they have the little sitting areas, depending on the type of place that you went to. Like it's a whole living room going on.
So how do you guys feel about the unisex bathrooms? Does that change anything?
No.
To me, the unisex bathrooms is always family bathrooms. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're still gonna have the
conversation. So you would have really got the same conversation, but now men or both are walking in and out, so you don't have that almost a look.
But it's not the men that we talking about.
How do you know? He might gotta come. He might gotta come pee too. Like, yo, you see the dude in the reds? Ooh. He just walked in. So, you know, that kind of changes it a little bit because you don't have, even with the guys, he's like, yo, they see that girl with the foot. Oh, shit, there she is. You know, it makes it a little different because now you have both in there and you don't have that freedom. And I guess I see in the movies like girls at the mirror and they're talking, put their makeup on, but then the guys in the mirror too. So I don't know if it's the same. I bet changes it all for women. So for me, for guys, usually we come in, do what we got to do and leave. We ain't in there talking. Hey, let me help you. Look at Superman, your balls are out. Like, no, we just, one guy called this, the guy zip down, you don't say nothing. You act like you don't see nothing. So you don't say anything to that. You know, you don't say anything. So I would think that might change things a little bit for women, maybe.
I mean, if it's not the people that you're talking about, it don't matter. And you can just hope that those guys that's coming in there is not with the group of people that you're talking about.
Right.
So now he in the stall and you talking about him, he in the stall. He's like, me? God, that guy with the red sweater on the shoe. He listening the whole time.
Or he could be oblivious the whole time because, like you said, guys come in and get right back out. We be in there having a whole cookout.
Right.
In and out, in and out. That's why there's always a line at the girls. The guys keep it moving.
Because it'd be a whole cookout.
20 minutes of popping. Well, we do need to know what's going on in there. Like, God, he disappeared. Come back looking for
conversations.
Is there a code for guys and girls regarding crushes? So not relationships, but crushes. So if you know your girl got a crush on a guy, even if he like you and tells you he likes you, not her, do you pursue? And same for men.
Yeah, that's really tough. Especially you know it, and then she's hollering at you, or she wants you. I'm gonna take her every time. He'll have to get over
know
it.
what?
Thou shall no mercy.
Take her every time. No, most men are not going to say, especially if it's a bad joint. No, most men are not going to turn down a woman that want them because of their friend. Like, yo, dude, get over it. Like, come on, man. She didn't want you to go get another one, right? So I don't really see a man being like, well, I know you like him, so I can't mess with you. Nah, that usually doesn't happen. That usually doesn't happen. So
that's funny.
I would.
I think when
I might. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying about the crush when I was younger. I would say in like high school, maybe college, that was a thing. But Now girlfriends just be like, I got a crush, but if you like you, go for it. See what happens.
Mm-hmm.
I think it depends.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I don't know what girls do, but like I said, I know guys. It happened a lot where you might be in a group and you might try to post the girl, but you might like the other guy in the group.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Or you guys all hang out on a regular basis, and your man's trying to holler.
Right.
But like I said, I don't know me. I'm gonna take her every time. I'm gonna do what she wants. I'm here for her. If we're really friends, we'll last through this. We'll be all right. He'll understand.
You know what? If we're really friends, we'll make it.
Yeah, if we're really, and if it doesn't make it through it, then we're really friends. You come between
I don't know though. I think crushing is I do think crushing is different than if they had a relationship.
Now, is there a so if you're actually pursuing a guy, right? You're actually trying to get his attention. Is there like a time period for your friend to move in, or like or is just whatever chooses?
I don't know. What you think, Mary?
I walked in, so I need an update.
Oh, we were talking about if someone is crushing on a guy, if one of your girls is crushing on a guy, but there's no relationship, what's the code?
Oh,
if he likes you.
Are they dating? Like, are they going out on dates or?
No. This is a crush. I really like.
It's a crush. There's no attachment. I like
no attachment. It's a crush.
Putting herself in position.
But he liked the other person.
Oh. But is the one that is crushing? Is she putting herself in position to try to get his attention?
She probably will at some point.
It's just something that's gotcha.
So that's a tricky one right there. Like, it depends on how close. I think it depends on how close you are to your girlfriend. That if she knows that you have a crush, even if he comes to her or whatever, like, she'll just say no. But otherwise, I think it's just open invitation, equal opportunity. Whoever wins, wins. Hi, Queen. Happy birthday. Oh, she can't hear us because of the big mic.
Right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So you say it depends on the relationship of the girl.
Between the two girls, yeah.
Between the two girls.
Because
that happens a lot. If you meet somebody at the same time and you like that person, but they like the other person.
Right.
So I remember it happened to me, and they was like, "Well, who you want?"
That's usually what happens.
Yeah, they both were like, "Well, which one you want?" I was like,
and then that's like you auctioning off me, like,
both?
What in the auction?
I think because we all just kind of met, right? We had met at the party the night before, but I didn't meet them together. But then when
Daryl, you could write a book for all your stories.
When I called them and I said to hang out with them, they were together. But I didn't know that they were in the same group. They weren't together at the time. And when they came, they were together. I was like, oh, hey. And they were like, well, look, which one you want? And I picked one of the cards to see drive.
Okay.
Yeah, she hit the wheel. So she was more valuable.
Did you pick?
The one with the car.
Why? So you had to be the only driver?
No, I didn't have a car at the time, so I needed somebody to see my
You got a little person. You got people.
You got cupcakes in her Christmas. I can have it. Oh no. Hey girl. I love your hair. I know we're going to your party tomorrow. Yes, I went to your party too.
Oh gosh, he having a party over there.
Yes. They all going to the Sky Place, I guess, tomorrow.
Nice.
So we got any more codes, or we got the guy codes, or what we doing?
No, I think we got most of them, because a lot of the ones we talked about could be, discussed from the man's point of view.
Right. I know Daryl said he had a couple.
Okay. Daryl.
And then what y'all thinking in the comments? Those of us who are following us, I know we had y'all laughing for a minute. But what y'all think?
Yeah.
What other codes? Or what you think we should talk about after talking about codes?
And are codes real? Or is this we just fooling ourselves with this stuff?
Yeah, because is it a deal breaker for being friends?
I was talking about this today, and kind of said it. I think it depends on the culture of or how long you knew your friends, how long your group been together. And the longer you were together, you probably would have these codes that develop that you guys all kind of live by, right? So it can't be somebody kind of just because you don't really. So really, it'd be a group of friends that probably been together for a certain period of time. That would really, that codes would really matter. Because in my sense, I'm like, I don't really know these codes. I don't really hang up like that.
Yeah, I agree with that, because it's certain friends you would be like, yeah, well, I wouldn't follow that with them, but with this group over here, I'd follow that code with them.
Absolutely, yes, absolutely. Like my closest friend, like I would, I would never. He broke up with his wife or anything. It wouldn't even be a thing. Like she doesn't even really exist. Or my brother, she's not. To me, she's not. Like, she's a person. I don't look at them like that at all. But that's we're real close. But if we're not close, then all bets are off.
We know you going in.
Everybody can.
You've been clear. You've been clear.
Everybody can get it. Everybody.
No one is safe.
Nobody's safe. Listen, I'm here to help. If you bring a girl around, I'm gonna see how faithful she is to you. I'm gonna show you if she really likes you or not. I'm a real friend. I'm gonna see if she likes you. Like, yo, she don't really like you.
Don't really test her.
I'm here to save your relationship.
Wow, Daryl, you're so helpful.
I'm here to help.
That's funny. She like, what is going on this screen? Like, y'all taking too long.
Okay.
Yes, Neil. Yes. Very true.
Right.
Let her play with the bear. It's her birthday.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm with you, Ronnie. Like,
All right, never mind. Go put it up.
I don't want nobody that my friend's been with.
Ask what's come out.
Like, they automatically not attractive. Yeah.
That's a sticky situation.
Even if they are, and you're like, but no, they automatically like off the menu.
Must be a woman thing. The menu wide open. There's very few exceptions.
Daryl, did you have any codes that was different?
Let's see.
Oh my goodness.
They said two men can't share an umbrella. That's a code. The minimum amount of time you have to wait for another man is 5 minutes. The maximum is 6 minutes.
Interesting.
For a girl, you're required to wait 10 minutes for every point of hotness she scores on a classic scale 1 to 10.
Wait a minute, 10 minutes for each what?
For a girl, you are required to wait 10 minutes for every point of hotness she scores on the scale of 1 to 10.
Huh.
Okay.
That's crazy.
So
that's different.
Who creates
that's real. Like if she's sexy, you're gonna wait. Listen. This makes sense. You're gonna wait longer for the sexy joint than the booger bear. Booger bear, you ain't waiting. You pulling off. If she ain't out there, if she come, if she ain't out there already, she's killing wheels.
That makes sense, though.
Have you waiting? The pretty girl have you waiting damn near an hour. Like, I'm almost ready. Okay, all right.
I'm gonna wait.
All right. 30 minutes. Okay, got you. 40
I'll be
minutes. Okay,
quiet.
no, I'm good. 50 minutes. I'm going to Wawa to get some water or something, but I'll be back. 2 hours later, she
That's
comes,
funny.
you ready to go. So that makes
That's
sense.
funny.
I agree to that. I think the more
That
attractive
made
the
me think
girl, the
about
more
a
leeway has.
girlfriend. That made me think about a girlfriend that'll say she leaving out the house in 15 minutes, and 2 hours later is when she show up, and she only 30 minutes away from you.
I got one of those.
Right. I got
Mhm.
tons of those.
And it's funny because me being a person that pays attention to behavior, I knew when she posts the selfies on Facebook, that's when she was walking out the door.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right.
But until I saw the selfies, I was like, she ain't on her way.
Mm-hmm.
No
We
time
going to
soon.
see Charlie Wilson and everything down at AC, supposed to be AC in a certain time. It didn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't matter.
All right. So they said falling on a grenade for a buddy, which is agreeing to distract a skanky friend of the hot girl he's trying to talk to. That's your legal duty. Like they said, we have to do that.
Okay.
But should you get carried away with your good deed and end up taking the gargoyle down, you guys can never talk about it.
Oh,
You can never bring it up.
Interesting.
Very.
There was something similar on another website that I saw some stuff about women's code. They talked about being like a shield for creeps. Something like that. Yeah. So
being like, so like if the guys you like, you don't like them, but they still pushing up, then your girlfriend is the distractor to like kind of
Yeah, to distract.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Your girl help you out.
Right.
Listen,
Right.
I don't. Your girl helped you out. She let him hit.
No.
Yeah.
Sound like she helped herself out. Sound like she helped herself out.
I had a friend help herself out, and they ended up getting married.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So there wasn't no codes there.
No.
I don't know what that was, but I know I'm never taking the ugly girl for anybody. I let people know from the beginning. If you need me, you're going to be asked out because I'm not doing it. Not even.
You're not taking the ugly girl.
Not at all. I won't even say hi.
Oh wow.
I'm not doing it.
You made that evident in a post you put in the group.
Yeah,
probably.
he did.
It's true. I'm not. I have no help.
Like talking about he prayed for his who he wanted, and we said that he wasn't being specific, and you was like he didn't see what he wanted.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
yes.
he walked by.
Yes, Daryl went like 500 comments on that post.
Yes.
Because women, I don't get it. If he obviously he didn't want her, and you guys said she was sent from God. I don't know how. She was just there.
He wasn't specific.
He didn't want her.
Oh, about what he prayed for.
He said, "Please send me somebody."
He said, "Looks
do
not matter. Just send me someone kind and sweet and adventurous."
Got you.
But you don't know if you don't engage.
Exactly.
He
might be at the gym working out.
Because if looks don't matter, you need to have a conversation.
What?
Why is that not true?
Oh, that plug. No, because that's not true. That's not true because first of all, you don't have to talk to someone to know you don't want to deal with them. That's a farce. Sometimes people
not if you say that looks don't matter.
Sometimes people. Wait a minute. You guys are assuming it was her look. That's to assume. It could have been her aura. It could have been how she spoke, how she said, whatever. It could have turned him off. No. It didn't say that it was her looks either. So to make stuff up, let's make it up. What I think that he said no. What we do know, she wasn't for him. We put on looks, but it don't have to be looks. It could have been her aura. It could have been how she chewed. It could be a lot of things. I don't know what she did.
How she chewed.
Yeah.
You know what? That's a big thing.
You never met with it. Yeah. Where just her approaching him like that could have been a turnoff. If I know a lot of times if a woman hollers at you, you're like, yo, she's for everybody because she holler at people like that.
But all
right?
she was saying was
let you
hello,
do it.
right? In the picture?
That's all
Again,
she was saying.
All she
doesn't-
was saying was
No,
hello
she
in the
said,
picture, right?
I've seen you around. I've seen you around. Listen,
That's
you
a
hear me?
greeting. I've seen you around. Hey, I've seen you around.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
really?
say that all the time.
Really?
Hey,
Yeah,
I've
that's
seen
because
you
they trying to
around.
holler. We know what that means. We know the connotation behind that. Hey, girl, I've seen you around. We know what follows that. Well, what's your name? Your number size? You like taking long walks on the beach? Like, we know what that is. So let's stop acting like we don't know what's going on here. She was trying to holler at him, and
How
he
many
may not
times
have
a day
liked.
you say that?
Oh, I don't say it at all. Never.
Yes, you do.
Never. No, I don't.
You've never said that?
I don't have the ability to walk up and talk to somebody. I just don't have that confidence because you say no to me, it hurts my ego. Like, no, I don't. It just hurts me. I'm not going to approach anybody.
You can't
I'm
take
gonna keep
that. Okay.
myself. No, I can't take it at all. I'm too fragile. I am fragile. So if I walk up to you like, and I give my best lines, which I ain't got nothing like, hey, you come to 7-Eleven a lot? Like, that's what I got.
You funny.
April said, "Where are her memes at?"
So at the end of the day, it could have been her approaching him could be a problem because like a lot of times if a girl is real confident to approach you, you could think she does that a lot. That may not be for you. Right? So that could have turned him off. That does. If a girl approaches you, that makes you feel weird sometimes because since you're supposed to do it.
If you coming from a dude like you say you are, where you don't do the approaching, and a girl is interested, she got to say something.
Well, no, that's me, right? That's me. But I know a lot of guys want to be the one to holler at the joint. Right? They want to be that way. They want to holler at her. They want to walk up to her, hey, baby, and whatever they do.
So
but
if
when
she
a girl
hollers,
comes to you, it seems so easy. But because it seems easy at that, right? She seems real easy. Like food, like you just walking up to dude, giving it away. Like that's how it could be looked at, right? Because now you're just easily giving it away. Because I don't think I'm special. I'm not. I'm the dude. So if you're gonna walk up to me, what other unspecial dudes you walked up to? Who else you hollering at? That's how it could be looked at. And that's how I was. I'd be like, oh, she trying to holler at everybody. I'm good. Because I'm not special, but she gonna come holler at me. That's what she do. She had a hollering streak. She hollering. I see you around.
Interesting.
So that's what I'm saying. It could be looked at that way. And so it had nothing to do with looks. It just might be her. She approached him. Men, men want to be alphas. Men want to be the ones that are, putting forth. And it's something else they feel women are taken away from them. Like, you can't even holler at the joint no more. They jumping on you before you jump on them.
Sometimes y'all take too long.
Yes.
Huh?
They do.
Sometimes y'all take too long.
Oh, that's me. So I don't mind you jumping on because that's the only way
I'm the process rolling.
Right.
I got you. Listen. You gotta. Because I'm not gonna get there and get the wrong time. He's like, no. I was saying you had a nice shirt. Now I'm hurt. I was rejected again.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
So you got more?
Earlier, yeah, before dating a buddy's friend, you definitely should ask. If you date an ex, you want to talk to your friend about it first. They said that's something you should do. I've never done that. They usually find out when I come over my Wi-Fi connect.
When you bring her to the function.
Yeah. Oh. She can go to all the functions at the same time. Men are not required to give another man a birthday present. You don't even have to say happy birthday.
Wow.
Yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah, I've seen that.
If my man gave me a birthday present, yeah.
That's girl stuff?
That's girl in it. Yeah, you don't. So you were thinking about me, and you went and bought me a present, and you gave it to me.
Yeah, I think that is girl stuff, though. I think so.
Because you don't want your man thinking about you. Again, it depends.
You don't want your boy thinking about you.
Yeah, like while I was out, hey, yo, Holmes, while I was at the store, I was thinking about you, and I picked you something up. Huh? What'd you do? You did what? Nothing. But no, like my homie, my real good friend, I wouldn't think twice about getting him something or me getting him something. But we're cool. We knew each other forever. Anybody else? Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna run your gift over with my truck to let you know how I feel about it.
Oh my God.
Oh, you bought me something? And put it in the middle of the street. Watch this.
Wow.
Right.
Most of these are weird. Let's see. If your girlfriend has to set your friend up with her ugly, whiny loser of a friend, you must grant permission, but only if you have an ample time to warn your friend to prepare his excuse about joining the meeting. So I guess if your girlfriend asks you, like, you got some friends that hook up with my girl, and the girl's ugly, only way you can say yes if you can talk to him first, so he can say, let him know to prepare an excuse not to actually go through the date.
That reminds me of Kid and Play song last night.
I don't know that one.
What he said, the girl come out the house looking all crazy.
Oh wow.
He hooked the I can't even remember the lyrics, but it's the Kid and Play song last night.
I don't know.
Yeah, these rules are weird. I think they're really for the other. I think they're made by others.
Okay.
Some of this stuff I'm like, I don't know none of this. I don't really know many guy codes. I mean, it's really like, suppose you don't mess with your man's girlfriend or mom or sister, cousin.
Mom, okay.
Hey man, mom got ass too sometimes.
I get it.
Wow.
Like she go there for her biscuits and you don't know what he's talking about. I'm going to huh? What you say?
What about siblings? I mean, I just think there should be some limits.
Right.
Again, so like I said, with I couldn't see any of my friends messing with my sister, but I would mess with my sister's friends. I mean, my friends' sisters.
Would you mess with your sister's friends?
Absolutely.
We knew the answer to that one.
Right.
Thank you, Camp. What was you saying?
We knew the answer to that one. He got real quiet. I don't like
this the song here.
Yes.
I remember that.
Yes. That's it.
I don't remember that song.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh my God.
I remember the beat.
Yeah. He said when they came out the house, mine was dope, but his was whack. Clay looked at me and said, "Yo, I ain't with that."
I remember that.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember this part that they on right now.
Yeah. It said bump on her face, thought it was a crime, head so bored I could read her mind.
Oh, wow.
We showing our age with this right here.
Right.
Don't play too much of it.
All right, you're right.
Maybe done took a whole stream down.
I know, right?
School.
So I do think you should warn your people if the hookup is not up to their standard.
Gotcha.
Nah, you don't warn. See, I think it's wrong. I'd be like, yo, I ain't hooking my man up with her.
Cam, she said you too young.
Maybe I am too young, but I do know my music. Thank you.
I don't think you hook your friend up with a gargoyle. I just don't think that's what you should be doing.
I remember people saying that back in the day, gargoyle. But I just,
come here.
In terms of the siblings and stuff like that, I grew up with my cousins. We were raised in the same household, like we raised like sisters, cousins. Yes. They were my siblings. It was a situation where I found out like my cousin had a best friend who had an ex-boyfriend that I started talking to, like out of nowhere. So when she found out, she was like, that's a violation. And I'm like, well, she ain't my best friend. That's your best friend. We cool, but that's your best friend. So I have no allegiance to her. You do. But she said the fact that since she knew, I shouldn't have told her. She said the fact that she knows that now if it gets back to her best friend is going to be mad at her.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't look at it like that at the time. I was just like, well, she your best friend, not mine. We hang together, we cool, but you're you're the glue to the group, so it's not a big it's not a big deal for me.
Mhm.
But I get it now.
everybody
Yeah,
feet
it
on.
creates tension. Like it creates another situation with friendships.
Right.
I think it should.
Yeah.
I would tell him to grow up. So he's gonna be with somebody else anyway.
Which is fine, but it doesn't have to be one of my people.
Right.
Well, it is because that's who we found. We didn't know where love found.
Mm-mm-mm.
But then it was the issue when
found
like
love.
her best friend was like,
We found
how
love.
can he like you? Like, how can he date you? How can he like you? Like, you're not even his type.
Mhm.
So it was just a little situation.
Yes, it could be good. It could become a situation.
Right.
Yeah.
It could become a situation because I'm like, y'all need to grow up.
Mm-mm-mm.
So we got anything else?
Yeah. Don't be if you mess with somebody, so what? Stop being silly.
Don't listen to Daryl. Those are the last
No,
words.
listen. Grow up. Grow up. A lot. Yeah, a lot of growing up needs to be done. Okay?
Mm.
You don't know who you may love. Go get your love, girls and guys. I don't care if it's your friend's ex. I don't care if it's
Yeah,
current.
don't listen to Daryl.
Please.
If it's your
Not with
current,
that
if
one.
it's the current, and sometimes again, there's blockers out there. And if
There
your
are.
girl's with a man and she shouldn't be with him, go get him.
You what?
You
No,
hey,
no.
that may be your man.
Oh
Your
my
girl could be
goodness.
dating your man right now.
Oh my God.
You
You're on mute.
Yes.
That's like waiting for your husband and he already married.
Right.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Right.
That's what
How
that
How you
equates
claiming
to.
somebody else?
Somebody else's
not a
husband.
What you got,
husband.
Daryl?
Not a husband. I'm saying if you're dating. Remember, either you're married or single.
know.
If that's what we talked about, right? We talked about that.
Yes.
So if you're married, that's a whole different ball game. You can't, God ain't saying you nobody else's husband. Okay. Listen, all you people married for 30 years, you're not involved with this. Okay. So if you're dating, then and somebody else is dating your man, you get them. You don't let them just be wasted. They may not know they're for you until you get them.
Not
that
somebody else. Your friend. Somebody you are associated with. Someone who you will be going to functions with.
Yo, bro.
Y'all these families,
She ain't
each
really-
other families' houses.
Hey, bro. God told me she was really from me. So you gonna have
You're gonna have to
You're
step
gonna
off.
be like,
blocking
you're
my-
gonna have to go back and talk to your God
Right.
and work
you
it out.
blocking my blessing. You blocking my blessing.
I mean,
Wow.
So I'm gonna teach
Daryl,
you
I
a
believe
lesson.
that's for you.
if you can't stay away from her, then I guess they
Yes,
will be blocking
absolutely.
your blessing. If you can't stay
You're
away
blocking your
from her,
blessing. And I'll be like, hey, homie, you blocking your blessing by being with somebody you're not supposed to be with. She mine. She me. You out there still. So why don't you go be happy instead of just being content? You know what I mean? Don't be content. Be happy.
Why are you saying that the wisdom of a long-term relationship can't have a voice in this conversation?
No, well, again, I think sometimes if you've been out of the game so long, you don't know what it is out there right now. So you can tell me what you did in high school. Cool. I mean, that was high school. Unless you actively in the streets now, you know what I mean? Unless you want to talk about why you actively know what's going on now. We definitely can talk about that.
Your employment can help you understand. Like, depending on what age group you work with.
Hey,
true.
Hey, it's still different, right? It's still different. By you actually doing something is different. So some things are a little different. Just, you're just talking about in theory or through 19 other people. You're not really actively out here. So if you're activated in these streets right now, it's a little different.
You're not even actively in the street.
Right.
Hey, but again, I can go out in the streets anytime I want to with no problem, right? I can go right. I can
But you don't even
right now,
talk to
no
people
problem.
when you in the street. You be sitting in the
I don't
corner
have-
like
listen.
looking.
No. I
Like,
put
don't
myself
say
in
no
position.
to me.
I put
Don't
them
say
in
no
a
to me.
position
Okay.
for them to see me.
So they can talk to you.
Come in. Yeah, I put myself in position.
They come to
now,
you.
it don't work a lot. A lot of times it don't work, right?
Exactly.
Especially these days where there ain't no dancing or nothing involved in the club. You just sitting there. Like, it don't really work well now. So I got to find a new game. That's why I'm struggling right now. Things change. So, but still, I have the ability to be in these streets at any time without anything or, holding me back. I don't want to hear no old opinions. When I was in 7th grade, we used to check yes if we liked them and check no if we didn't. Then we roll the paper up and give it back to them. Like, that's not helping me right now.
That's what you did. That's what you did in 7th grade
before.
Well, we talking about now. That last time some people were single. He looked like he's a corner boy, just like a corner boy over there. Yeah, 2 for $5, 2 for $5, 2 for $5. I know he sell drugs. I know he sells drugs.
It look like you from the back.
He's selling that catnip thing. He got the catnip. He got that catnip, don't he? Look, I heard he walked off. Yeah, I heard he got the best catnip on that block. Yeah, it would sound that way to somebody
you dress him up too. That is funny.
It would sound that way to someone who's not in the game. Thank you. Do you like me? Check yes.
No, now they probably haven't put a heart on this post if you like me, or DM or something.
Now, that's what it is.
If somebody likes your video, if somebody likes anything you put up like 3 or 4 times in a row,
like 20 of your pictures that just got you.
Oh yeah, that means they trying to holler. They trying to holler. You know what I mean? So you gotta know the game. If they liking all your pictures, but you know what the problem is? Other people watching like your pictures.
I'm from LA. Have you ever been there? What?
Yeah, listen.
Yeah.
Listen, it's what it is. And other people know these things. They be like, well, why is she liking all your pictures? I don't know why she liking them. I know why, but I can't admit why. I don't know why she's liking all my pictures. I don't know why. She just like the picture. Ain't nobody's liking all your pictures for no reason.
It's this puppet called Keisha. And she goes in on why this girl is liking all of the pictures. And then she say, just tell me that you like her or whatever, I could take it. And so he like look at her and be like, yeah, I slept with her. And she like, she couldn't take it.
Yeah.
That's how people be.
Why do women do that?
They be like, just tell me.
Why do they do that and they can't take it? Why do women be like, just tell me? And so just tell me the truth. And it'll be all right. I just want to know. Just tell me the truth. If you tell me the truth, we'll be done with it. And she telling me
the truth is going to be in her favor and not that you actually violated her.
Right.
Listen, but listen. Now you gotta get cut. Now they're trying to cut you. Like, wait, you said that you wouldn't be like this, and you ducking because they going crazy.
Yeah, because it's another one of her videos,
right,
where they in the car and she curses him out. And then all of a sudden, she like start just fighting him, and he like, "Wait, get off of me!"
Listen,
oh God! I said I was gonna post it in the group, but I was laughing so hard until it just never happened.
I think my man said his girl had a dream that he was cheating or something, and she woke up and she was hitting him because she thought he was cheating in a dream or something like that. Like,
well, that was one of the Keisha things too. She said, I had a dream that you was cheating, and the girl was driving a white Altima. She said, I go check out this girl's Instagram page, and what's she driving? A white Altima.
Hilarious.
Oh man. Yeah, the next time that pop up in my newsfeed, I'm putting it in a group because they be funny as I don't know what.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, people have to learn to not ask questions that they really don't want to know the answer.
They don't want to answer.
But they already know the answer. They
know the answer.
And that's the problem. Yeah, and that's if you know, stop asking because as soon as I tell you, you can't take it.
Right,
right.
And I don't need I'm not trying to fight out the house, fight my life out the house. I don't want to fight out the house. Let me go. No, I can't believe it. You're not gonna see that bitch right now.
But
like what? I'm going home. I'm going home. No, you
because
not.
she's not arguing and yelling at me. So yeah, I'm out.
Yeah.
Correct.
So what closing comments, not listening to Daryl, do we have?
Find your mate.
I'm muting you because we said not listening to Daryl. You know they heard what you had to say already. That's why we can't hear you. Wah, wah, wah. He's steady talking to himself.
He is. He's shaking his head like, why you need him?
At least I ain't take you out the screen. I just muted you.
I don't have anything else to say about codes.
Yeah, I really don't either.
I think we can transition though to boundaries.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
That's real good.
Are we talking about
that we know already
real
before
boundaries?
we get into the green room?
Boundaries.
We're talking about real boundaries or the imaginary boundaries that nobody's gonna follow. What are we talking about here?
We can talk about both.
Both.
Okay.
Because some people do set fake boundaries. People do set fake boundaries.
Yeah.
But I
be
think
like, I don't never do this before.
Right.
Yeah. I'm saying,
or I'm not gonna let this happen to me.
Right.
Like, so all boundaries are okay until you break them or get caught breaking them, right? So,
but it's a reason why boundaries are put in place. I'm sorry.
But nobody's remorseful until they get caught.
These boundaries are very arbitrary. Like, who's putting these boundaries really in place, right? If you don't, like I said, if you don't have a group of friends that you really know and bang with like that, then it's all, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't correlate. You don't have anything to make those boundaries real. A boundary or anything is only as real as the people that believe in them. And if we ain't really that cool, if we're really not cool, then those boundaries don't exist, right? Because we don't have anything. And if you knew somebody like 20 years,
but you can still enforce your boundaries if you're not that cool with somebody.
How? You know what I mean? Because either you want to be friends with them or not.
Consequences depending on what the boundary is. There can be consequences if they cross it. Whether you're
but they still got your man.
Like when you call my phone,
they got your man already. They won. You're not gonna be there. You're not gonna be their friend no more. Okay, I got Steve. New boundary. Doc can't be around us no more. That's a new boundary. Me and
people
Steve now, not you and Steve.
But people do set those kind of boundaries in friendships and other stuff.
So how about in maybe a boundary in maybe like in your relationship, like say, in this where we can get to the long-term relationships or marriages, you have boundaries. Do you let your husband be around your friends by themselves? I would say don't let me be around your friends by myself, but I'm just saying.
I think that's
disclaimer. Don't leave me around because I'm a candy dropper. I'm like, don't do it.
Don't leave your girl around me. True player for real.
True player for real. Listen. Yes. Well, you know what? To be honest, I'm not a player, but I crush a lot.
Some green room conversation.
Yeah. So
what we gonna talk about next week?
Yeah, thank you all so much for another Friday night. And I think this is the longest one we done had, 2 hours and 27 lovely minutes.
Find your love. Find your love.
Yeah, I'm hitting the end broadcast.